Hello everybody and welcome back once again. It's Saturday night. The ESFL is live once more, coming at you from your TV screens, your mobile screens, your tablets, wherever you are watching. Thank you. Welcome. ESFL 119 this evening. We have 2 title fights tonight. Yes, not as good as 3 that the UFC clearly have, I know, but still 2 is pretty goddamn good. We have the Xbox champion Rahan, the new champ, defending his title against the winner of the Venom Invitational Tournament, EK's Trixie. Great fight there. And of course, that's the co-main, joint main tonight, perhaps. Let's not play favorites, but the fight after that will be Ziaf, still undefeated, looking to defend his PlayStation title tonight against Yerda. So, nothing but good fights. Hello, welcome everybody. Settle down, get your drinks. Actually, you should have got your drinks already. You had your starting soon time, didn't you? My name is Bailey, and joined once again tonight, as always, I am by Mr. I'm a Boxer and Mr. Bruce Lee. Rob, let's go to you this time. Mr. Rob, how are you tonight, sir? Double title fight, feeling good?
I'm feeling great. Good to be here with Boxer and you and everyone out there. And wow, tonight, if Ziaf does this title defense, he breaks the record for the most UFC 4 title defenses. So we have a crazy night tonight, Boxer.
Wow, yeah. And so outside of those title fights, you got could be one of the best fights that we've seen. Papadoc versus Glass Table. That fight right there. 2 elite high-level fighters. Can't wait to see that, because both of those fighters are excellent on the stand-up and on the ground. That fight can go either way, can go either place. So looking forward to that fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right, okay, let's take a look at the aforementioned fight card this evening. Oh, there's some big fights on it. As we said, main event tonight, or joint main event, let's say. Ziaf defends his title against Yerda, and then, of course, co-main event, Rahan defending his belt against Trixie. So, nothing but the best this evening. Also, Prime Boxer makes a return tonight against Spill Actions. Papadoc is here against Glass Table Girls, aka Rini, I believe. Name change on that one. Bulldog, the young prodigy, coming back against Leon Stoltz, an up-and-comer here this evening. And Bang, UFC Twitter Thug is here tonight as well. Lots of big names on the card. Kratos MMA back in the house. Jay Jesus here against Boiler. What a matchup that will be as well. So look forward to that one. Anything stand out to you here, Boxer?
Yeah, outside of that Glass Table Girls versus Papadoc, like you said, we got content creator UFC Twitter Thug Gaming here versus EK Bang Bang. Definitely gonna be an exciting fight right there. So looking forward to that.
Rob?
I'm looking forward to the top 2 fights on the bill, the 2 champions, Rahan and Ziaf, fighting, because those kids are insane. I want to see if Yerda and Trixie can do it. And Trixie, you know, winning that Venom event, I mean, he's showed that he's one of the best players in the world, so it's going to be a very tough challenge for Rahan, but I think he's going to be able to do it. Those are my 2 picks, the championship fights, boys.
All right, I'm very much in agreement with you. We have plenty of fights to get through tonight. And of course, the UFC is on later, so we will move swiftly on to the first matchup of this evening. Mr. Kratos MMA taking on M King Prime. It's at light heavyweight. Here we go.
Here we go. Both these guys are unrated. 0-0 making their debuts. It looks like we got Prime TM. I'm not sure if that's a camp, but it should be, right? Technical kickboxer, so. Excellent footwork, grinding top game. Kratos MMA. He's going to be a calculated striker. He's going to come with some good counters, and he's going to be able to defend himself on the ground. So should be an interesting matchup. Maybe Prime will be shooting takedowns. We'll see with these picks, Boxer.
Yeah, right now it looks like they're going to have that Daniel Cormier mirror match, and it's so nice now that we got those short selections. Even though you got a mirror match, you still able to notice the difference between the 2 fighters because of their color, their shorts. But when you talk about Daniel Cormier, you cannot make a mistake, because he has a lot of power coming in at 93, but then his takedowns, 97. If you make a mistake, you will find yourself on your back quick, fast, in a hurry. So I like to see how this fight plays out.
Have you guys got audio?
Take it away.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No audio.
It's going crazy. All right, weird. Oh, never mind. Okay. Here we go. Like you said, double team, double pick on the Cormier. We'll see who gets the best of who in the inside box in there. Kratos already stepping forward into the pocket. Both men missing a little as well. Maybe a little jitters, but there's a nice straight right. There's the first shot. Double leg bailed straight to the back. 101 as we see. And now here on the back clinch position here. Is he going to take the drag? He does. Nice deny by Kratos. Puts him in his place. You love it.
Yeah, and see what, and now look at the stamina. Whenever you get that takedown denied, especially a turning takedown against the cage, your stamina depletes a lot. So look at these knees here already in the clinch, but Kratos doing a good job of taking that early life lead with stamina lead by
bang! Oh my goodness.
Naughty.
Wow. Kratos just countered uppercut beautifully. That was a big shot. Looks like Kratos is pretty comfortable on the feet here, boys. He's standing in the face. He looks like he's baiting out those pulls. So, King's got to be careful. He's got to go to that body.
Yeah, I mean, great work. Beautiful, just nice and patient. At light heavyweight, like you said, you can't make many mistakes. And as things slow down, you can definitely pick your shots a little better. But Kratos burning a little stamina here now with some of those whiffs. Almost eats that lead uppercut off the straight there. Now darting backwards with the jab, trying to set something up. Nice double jab straight to the body. I love that one myself. Ooh, straight lead hook to the body as well. And there's that shot again. This time hits the turn. Nice denied by Kratos.
Again. Look at this.
Whoa. Wow. Did he turn twice?
Bam. Tries to get the hip toss. Wow. Both men, no stamina. Nice little sequence there, though.
Yeah, and you see a couple of takedowns, and look at that stamina. And you got to be careful because DC does have that force of nature perk. So you want to stay up in that health, in that stamina department, but these guys going after those takedowns, believing in their ground game. And look at there, another late denial. Nice animations there, Bruce. These guys can't get this fight to the ground.
Yeah, M King Prime seems like he really wants to fight to the ground, and it's Kratos actually getting the first takedown, dropping a nice right shot right in the face and peppering him a little bit. Kratos looking strong in round number 1 on top, Bay.
Yeah, look how much, I almost said mana then. Excuse me, that's the wrong word. Stamina these guys have burned though, right? It's almost like, a third of it's gone already. I suppose there are 3 rounds, but this is quite a lot for this early in the fight. Recovery will be fairly high with Cormier. There's a lead hook check there, just bounces off the block. The right hand pull just misses out of range, and Kratos is doing a good job with the jab to close the distance, whereas Prime's kind of just planting and throwing. Really not moving forward with anything, which has its advantages. He eats the rear uppercut off the switch kick there. Not good news for Kratos. Double jabs back in this time. The slip comes out by Prime. Nothing's there. Baits it and then hits him with that beautiful lead hook instead of catching the slip off the straight punch there. So nice adjustment by Kratos. He's now pushing forward once again with the jab. Going to block break a little. There's a bail on the double leg into that right hand. I mean, that is literally in the game because of Mr. Daniel Cormier, but doesn't do any damage right here. Oh, he's trying to hit that pull counter. Nothing doing. End of the first round. Close first round, though.
Yeah, and a lot of times whenever you do the double leg bail and you notice that your opponent is blocking high, now it may be time to switch up the meta and then go for your R2 and B for just your normal takedown. Let's see if they play those mind games because that's something hard to fuzzy block. So let's see how the meta plays out here on the takedowns because we're seeing a lot of diverse takedowns here, Bruce.
Yeah, we are. And we're also seeing some good defense from both these guys, and they're pretty even in the stamina, but I do believe that the Cormier over there on the right, Kratos, has done, more damage. Yeah, so he's landed the better shots, and, M King's got to focus here.
That straight right hand for sure. You're right, Robbie. He's been nailing him with it, but he got caught there just backing up. I mean, this is light heavyweight. Both hit very hard, so you can do a lot of damage. There you go. There's the adjustment.
Oh,
like he said, Boxer this time he bails and goes for the sweep off the pull guard. Gets it. Full mount. Tries to posture up. Gets it too. Here comes some ground and pound. Always dangerous when you have a Cormier pick. Yeah, saved himself there. Loses a bunch of chunks off his block, though. Gets himself back to half guard here. Fakes a full guard transition here. Double shots to the body from Prime. Fakes the arm triangle. Now we'll see if he postures. Gets it. Nice timing here to the body, to the head with the straight back with the hook as well. Re-postures down. Not going to hang out there. Give Kratos any chance to work his way out. Times the full guard nicely, though. But another reposture from Prime. And he's doing some solid ground and pound. 3 strikes and recover guard. That's good work. Good, solid, consistent ground and pound.
Yeah, now able to get this fight finally to the ground. That's why a lot of people like to pick DC because you can go from standing on the feet directly into top control full mount. Now, anytime these fighters posture up, they have to be careful because one slip and they can find themselves out of this top position right here. But right now, doing a good job on top. This is what King Prime needs right now. Maybe after dropping round 1, wants to get his control time, drop a lot of damage here, but he's not able to really do too much damage yet. But now, Bruce, he is in a very advantageous position, and this is where he wants to work right here. Let's see what he does with it. He loses it.
Wait,
whoa, what was
is
that,
like
Alien?
I think maybe he went for a get up as the Kimura attempt came out. That was kind of interesting though. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, that was weird. He like grabbed the Kimura, and then as he initiated, he just got right back up. But here we go. 1 minute left, and you see him throwing down there in the pocket. Uppercut misses there. Nice little double jab coming in, putting some pressure on from Kratos, trying to get some score back. You know, after that, tough first round. There's the takedown, big takedown by Kratos. Now on top, looking to do a little payback.
Yeah, he's going to need that top control. If he can get some significant strikes off here, it'll help him. Nice position for the sprawl position. Here's he going to get the deny. He doesn't. Wow. I don't know if that was a power get up. He did burn some stamina doing it, but I think it's just a standard one here. Nice job teeing off on the block there, but the double jab, Kratos has been using that a lot.
Yeah,
to really break the block there. Yeah, definitely after that get up, he did lose a chunk of stamina here, so Kratos able to take advantage of it. We did notice the stamina particularly low at the end of the first here, but we're going to go into the third with maybe enough to round out the fight. Let's see. I mean, damage on both sides, but nothing too significant. One significant strike that round. That's almost a 10-8, I think. You don't know. You don't know how they'll score it, though.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Man, this is going to be a very interesting third round. If you have it 1-1 for both of these fighters, it's all about who wants it right now. I definitely going to give the slight advantage to Kratos because he has that force of nature.
Big shot! Again!
Knocked down as soon as we called
it.
Can he take it out right here? Kratos raining down some heavy hits right here, but at the expense of his stamina. So let's see. But you got to be feeling good right now, Bruce, if you got a knockdown in this third round.
Most definitely, Boxer. You landed a double power uppercut. Almost finished the fight, but early takedown here. 4 minutes left for King. This is very good. I mean, if you could get control time, do some damage, and threaten here, who knows what could happen.
Yeah, I mean, good job there. Way to seal the fight towards the end, but either man might be trying to look for the finish. It's such a close fight, so you really have to pour it out. They do have quite a fair bit of stamina left considering, so plenty left in the tank. Definitely have enough to get the finish. Both hurt a bit. Nice sweep right there. Just built momentum. Tries to dig for the underhook here. Gets it. No, ends up in the sprawl position. Back where he was earlier. He got the get up to the side. No problem, and goes for the same side this time. Kratos recognizes it. Now going to stuff and work the body, but 3 minutes, sure, this is good, but are you going to finish the fight from here? And do you need to finish the fight as well, Boxer? Because the answer might be yes, right?
Yeah, you never know how the judges look at it, but Kratos with that knockdown, how they usually score rounds here, he may be okay, but I think he wants to finish. We still got 2 minutes.
Again!
Uppercut there. Kratos, the double uppercut again. Bang, bang, gets it done. Bruce with the same move twice in a row with the double uppercut. What a knockout. Wow.
That rear uppercut is straight money for Kratos. He landed that so many times right on the button, and King just kept ducking right into it like he was trying to kiss his girlfriend. Oh, my God.
Good way to finish, man, in a close fight. That's what you want to see. Well done by Kratos there. Picks up a win. I think they were both 0-0, so there's a cheeky win. Stick it on your ESFL resume, and I'm sure you will run with that one. So great performance then. Way to finish as well. Way to finish in a very close fight, especially the mirror match as well. Calculated striking indeed. All right. Well, we're going to move on to the next one already because I know this man is feeling a bit nervous tonight. I saw him in the chat talking about the ESFL jitters. We're going to get them out of the way.
Way to put him on blast.
Yeah, we'll put him on blast, but we'll get them out of the way, right? So we can get on. I think he might be helping with production a little bit tonight as well. I'm not sure. So want to make sure he's, concentrating on his job, not his fight, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. We will be cheering for Mr. Boiler, big member of the whole digital esports MMA scene in general, but he is taking on Hermes here, which is a bit of a tough matchup. We're going to see how they take it. It is going to be at welterweight, and we may even see a little Nick Diaz picked in my eyes. Deceive me here.
Ooh, Nick Diaz. That'd be sweet. Just real quick, Boiler ranked 32, 0-1. JG's are 0-3, 44. Both these guys really want a win here. Boiler's bringing the sprawler and brawler approach, and Jay Jeezer's got a bounce ground game pressure and incredible heart boxer. These picks are looking good. Oh, a rematch of the old school Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Ooh.
Yeah, so with Nick Diaz, he definitely has a dangerous guard, and with the boxing, he's able to apply a lot of pressure. I've seen Hermes MMA's Nick Diaz, and it is high level. Like, he has everything at his disposal with Nick Diaz when this fight goes to the ground, and he's definitely very powerful on the stand-up. You're going to see a lot of pressure. So I want to see how Boiler deals with some of this pressure, and if the fight goes to the ground, he's going to have to protect himself and do a good job. But it's going to be a very interesting fight right here.
Yeah, I agree. And just the matchup stylistically is quite interesting. You've got a volume striker and a power striker. So the volume striker doesn't want to be trading and has to throw more. They can't go 1-for-1. But obviously the power striker has to be careful not to punch themselves out. So it's a matchup of two things. I love Lawler. You know, that was my pick in UFC 3 all day, baby. Nice check off the back right there, though, by Boiler. Going to work that. But those leg kicks don't necessarily have a lot of power on them anyway, so don't need to worry. It looks like Boiler's going to take a bit more of a patient stance here, jabbing a little bit too close to the inside there, getting that stuffed and eating that lead up to the body as well. That straight left is big money if you can get that working. Nice, we're uppercut into the lead hook. Nice work there by Boiler. This is a nice patient fight from the two, but Hermes decidedly not pushing the pressure so far. Straight jab right there. Trying to slip to the outside, nothing there. There's a teep up the middle. Ooh, and this is Boiler throwing, but I almost feel like Hermes is trying to conserve as much as possible.
Yeah, right now is looking like Hermes is taking that patient approach right here, and he's going for the stamina advantage, and he has it because Nick Diaz has that force of nature perk. So now he has the power advantage, and as long as he can keep this stamina advantage, and I like what he's doing. He's already landed a couple of shots to the body, already has a takedown, more on the stamina of Lawler, and look how patient he is fighting right now, bro. Man. Yeah.
Right. I mean, just being very, very methodical, landing some good shots. And usually with Nick Diaz, or at least how I use him, I kind of swarm my opponent, but he's taking a different approach, and it's working. I mean, he's got that stamina advantage. He just has to make sure he defends his legs. It doesn't seem like Boiler. I don't think Robbie has the strongest kicks, but, you know, so far, good stuff from Hermes, man.
Yeah, he's leading with his rear hand as well. He's really rarely leading with anything. He's even going like rear hook and then lead hook. It's all off the rear hand, which is good because you don't have as much stopping power with Nick. But if you catch him with the rear hand first, you can get hit stuns and things like that. So it's kind of a interesting strategy right here. There's another body work there from Boiler. Drops down low with the left hook, but eats the check on the way out. Wow. Be careful of that, but. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, if you're Boiler, maybe you pressure a little more. Look at that. Hermes just unloading there. Getting those shots off. Oh, a little bit of lag. Okay, we're good, we're good. Great fight so far. Really interesting pace and matchup. Oh.
Yeah, there it is. And that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that 94 power by Robbie Lawler right now.
Goes the boom.
Huge takedown. Slam right there. And that's what he did. He was patient. He knew that Hermes was going to the body, and he timed a uppercut just in time and got the rock. Now things kind of shift to Boiler's advantage right here, doing a good job patient, but this fight is long from over, Bruce.
It really is, and that's something that's going to test the mental fortitude of Hermes. You know, you come out with this game plan, you're doing so well, and then all of a sudden you eat a couple big shots from Robbie Lawler, you get rocked, and then he picks you up and slams you. I mean, that cannot feel good for your mental sanity. Let's see if he could stay and stick with his game plan or switch it up here, Bebe.
Yeah, Boiler's kind of trading a little bit now as well, which is good, but also kind of bad, right? Because he doesn't want to lose too much stamina. Hermes is going to pull in the fight out of him. And Hermes, you've got to feel like he's going to recover a little better. If you're fighting a Nick, big left overhand. Beautiful job. And there's a lead up as well. Nice job there too. Ooh, that's good from Boiler. That's good. I was about to say he's not really done enough damage maybe in this first round. But after that overhand, I think he has done enough. Not only to take the round, but also to threaten the head health going forward, you know?
Yeah, and anytime you lead the dance, you also run the risk of your opponent just really being able to pick up on your steps. And that's what Boiler was able to do. He noticed when he was able to go down low with the body shot, he also was able to get out of range and land that huge overhand. But that's the risk you take when you push the fight at your pace. Then your opponent can counter you, Rob. Round 2.
Yes, sir. And the stamina is pretty equal. But yeah, round 1 going to Boiler, landing the big shots, 2 rocks. And, you know, Nick Diaz does have a pretty good chin. And wow, Hermes is doing such a good job with that straight, you know, opening up with that straight lead hook combo. And
Oh,
it's very close right now. Uppercut lands too. Oh, they are throwing in that pocket.
Yeah, he's taking a bit of damage to the head and the body here as Hermes, and he's taking a lot on the block too. That's going to be okay. I think he probably has enough. Not much head movement from him, but he's trying to push this pace, trying to put a pressure on Boiler, trying to break him down a little. But so far, so good for Hermes. Oh, and for Boiler, excuse me. There's a nice straight lead hook. And again, double jabs in. There's another body kick for him. He's landing that nicely as well. More jabs. No leg kicks from Boiler yet. It's all been that body kick. No knees either. I know Robbie has a high-level knee. Oh, trade the left hand. That's nice. But look at Hermes. Has the stamina to come back in. Leads with a straight again. Goes down to the body. So now he's making Boiler fight a little more and unload that gas tank.
Yeah, and the thing with Nick Diaz, like you said, it's a volume striker. He has 87 power, so you can't trade 1-for-1 with Robbie Lawler in that pocket because of his power of a 94.
Ooh,
so right now, I still get a slight advantage here to Boiler. But man, Hermes is coming on strong, bro.
Oh, he is. He's relentless, putting a lot of pressure on that block of Boiler, backing him up past those double black lines, and he's really making Boiler have to think here and feel a lot of pressure. This is great work from Hermes, and that block is just consistently getting disassembled right now. Oh, nice lead hook body shots. I mean, he's all over him right now.
Yeah, Boiler now framing out. And the good thing about leading with the straight left is if you're in range to land your straight left, then you can land everything else. You know, if you lead with your jab, it's obviously great. It sets up your other strikes, but sometimes you're a little far away when you jab, and you may close the distance with the jab, but you can't land anything after it, or you miss landing. When you close the distance and lead with your straight, anything you throw after that is going to land. So it's nice by Hermes. He's able to gauge the range with the straight, and anything that follows after it has been either touching the block or just touching the chin of Boiler.
Wow, that's a good point there, Bailey. Never looked at it that way. Now, if you're Boiler, if you want to see if you can move your head and maybe anticipate one of those straights, but MMA Hermes is doing a good job of just mixing up those round strikes. And boy, this is getting dirty and nasty in the clinch, Bruce.
Yeah, it really is. But there's that left hand, the power of Robbie Lawler, played by Boiler, knee to the body. Oh man, Hermes is is in a predicament now. He's got the body health and the head health he's got to worry about, and Boiler with a clutch left hook, I believe, Bailey, and that really that was nice.
This is how you play Robbie as well. This is why I liked Robbie in UFC 3. I nearly swallowed my own tongue then. Jesus, what happened? But he's on the floor. He's gonna finish him. 2 seconds left.
No. My goodness.
Holy that block's going to eat some.
I was going to say, the good thing about Robbie is he has an incredibly high recovery stat. So you can kind of get into these wars and survive and push through. And because you have high power, you don't have to be landing as much. As long as you're landing and chipping away at their head health and body health, eventually you're going to recover better than your opponent. There's the trade right there. But, man, he got dropped at the end of that round. So, we were talking a lot about Hermes and how well he was doing, and then Boiler came back really nicely, but there we go with that hook from the clinch position. And look, he went for the knee. He was in a non-dominant clinch position and got hit with the left hook. So you got to be careful now. There's definitely a bit of a shift, I think, Boxer as well, in the clinch. Maybe you're not initiating it and you're on the back end and you just chuck hooks over the top. You can do some big damage from there.
Yeah, big damage. Anytime you grab that clinch, it's been a lot of changes in that area. The sub fighter in that clinch still has a lot of options to land some damage here, but this could be any fighter's fight in the third round here. You could have it 1-1 depending upon how you look at it. And this is UFC 4 at its best. It's a very technical match right here. And it's all and both of these guys are doing a very good job, Rob, technically, of choosing their punches. This is not button mashing here. This is the EA Sports of UFC right here we're seeing folding out.
Yes, sir. And you're really seeing Boiler attack that body in this third round, and that's really smart. And the way he utilizes the clinch, guessing to the body or to the head is very nice as well. But that head held Bailey, and he cannot get tagged even by Nick Diaz's power. It's going to be some tough things going on upstairs. Oh, there it is. Front kick to the face. Oh, my God.
There we go.
Hermes is swarming him.
All the pressure. He's still up, though. Let's see if he can circle off the cage. There we go. Gets away there nicely. But like you said, the head health is now flashing for Boiler. He's in a world of hurt. Needs to kind of get that straight punch in there and just keep him at bay. Go forward, maybe the only option, but he's going to run into shots. No block left right there. Got completely block broken. And that's the problem as well. He needs to get that head movement because 2 punches, it's going to go. There's a nice straight left. The was throwing the overhand. Nothing left. Just folds him to the knees there. And here comes the ground and pound for the finish. Good work by Hermes. Good fight.
Vicious.
Just like we called it, Hermes MMA is very dangerous with one of his favorite fighters, Nick Diaz. I know he's feeling good. And the thing with Robbie Lawler, once you get one knockdown on him, his chin is only a 91. So it can snowball and be a short night if you're able to land that initial damage. And that was one of the better fights that I've seen. I like the pace of it. You could tell that each of the fighters was very cerebral in their approach, and they both was able to implement their game plan. It was just tonight, Hermes MMA was able to come out on top with a very strong pick. You usually don't see Nick Diaz being picked up here, but I really like what we saw in that fight. That was a great fight, bro.
Yeah, very back and forth fight. You saw Hermes come out real strong in round number 1, and then you saw Boiler come back, get a couple big shots with Robbie Lawler. Then round 2, you know, Hermes really put the pedal to the metal and was backing up Boiler against the cage and just landing a lot of good straight rear straight lead uppercut combinations and just fighting a lot behind that rear hand, like Balian said earlier, and just putting a lot of pressure on Boiler. But Boiler still stayed strong and kind of dished the damage throughout the body and the head, not just the head. But wow, Hermes really put the nail in the coffin at the end there and just unloaded with Nick Diaz like you need to do, having that volume from Nick Diaz. And wow, facing a little adversity earlier too. So wow, what a fight! That was a great fight.
Yeah,
a little bit patient, right, Balian, than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, which I love, because I wish all fights were like that, you know. But not really.
I bet you do.
It's better than Peter Yan mirror matches, but that's just me. You know? Anyway, we're going to jump now to the middleweight division. It's time for the next matchup this evening. We have Aaron taking on Ali Creed. Good fight, good matchup here. 2 high-level strikers. Should be good. Rob, what do we know about these two?
We know Ali Creed has won in the ESFL. He's tasted that sweet victory. 2 fights under his belt. Ranked 28. He's got good striking, likes the pressure, very well-rounded. But he's going against Aaron, who is someone that is very good at these games. Hasn't really competed too much, but if you don't know Aaron, you're about to find out. He fights out of that 4D camp. Second to none pressure, crazy combos, vicious body attacks, boxer Balian. You guys know Aaron. I'm sure some people out there know Aaron. This guy's a killer.
Yes, definitely. Especially in, I remember Aaron from UFC 3, definitely always at the top of the leaderboard, one of the best fighters in the game. But look at this matchup here. Cannonier versus Robert Whitaker. Now we know the hands of Robert Whitaker is nothing to play with. No joke right here with that punching power of 93 and then the speed of 95 with it. You usually don't see that. But this is a lot of respect here for Aaron to pick up this Cannonier pickup, because that is not one of the top fighters in this division. But Cannonier has nice hands, fast hands perk. But a punching power 97. So you never know what we're going to see here, Balian.
97.
Round 1, take it away.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a crazy power on Cannonier, man. You can do something. And you got big leg kicks too. So we'll see what happens to see if Aaron can get the hands going. If Ali can use that footwork stat that I'm sure he has an advantage in as well. Does not want to be trading in the pocket like this, and those outside leg kicks are going to do damage. Beautiful straight lead hook straight combination as well from Aaron. So keeping it nice and tight, keeping it all at his perfect range as well. Ali needs to get out of this position and quick. He cannot take this damage. Oof.
Yeah, and we're seeing that 97 power. It will back your opponent all the way up against the cage. But with that Robert Whitaker pickup, very savvy. You can't stay in that pocket because he has those fast hands and that power and that speed of 95, Bruce. And I know you know about Robert Whitaker in this pickup here. What does he have to look out for with those hands of Robert Whitaker?
He's got to look out. He's got to look out for that ferocious speed and that pop on his punches. I mean, Robert Whitaker possesses some of the nicest hands in the middleweight division. It's a very, very tall task to play against him like this. But I guess Aaron, with his skill level and Cannonier's power right there showing through, big shot 4-punch combination. Try to break the block, Balian. And the pressure is consuming Ollie Creed right now.
He needs to shoot or something or clinch. He can't just keep walking back like this. He's going to lose the fight. I mean, now listen, he is hitting him now. He's doing some damage. Aaron needs to be careful because he's not recovering his head health. He's just staying on the gas, on the pressure. So as soon as he takes a combo, he's not backing out. There's the clinch. This is much better from Ali. Just do something to reset this rhythm because you're only halfway through this first round. But now he's letting fly the combinations. Aaron's already started to slow down in his offense. It's a little bit labored, but only slightly, but it's enough time for Ali to get those shots in there. Those teeps to the body going to do some long-term damage to that stamina bar as well. Rear uppercut doesn't land there. Jab lead hook to the body as well from Aaron. He forwards back in. Another lead hook that rocks him one more time. But Ali cannot take this damage from here. Another shot drops him down. Almost finishes the fight. And now it's almost too late. You've already taken all this damage. And you have to be so careful not to take more, and your own offense is just compromised by the fact that you're so much in danger, Boxer, right? Like you cannot trade anymore. Oh, beautiful pull, guys!
Rear elbow off of the pull. Still very, very strong here. Can he take him out? He decides to go into half guard, but all it takes is that one pull, and then you get that one rock or that knockdown to get your opponent, and now you're on top. Man, you have to always watch out for that pull counter, rear elbow, one of the most powerful strikes in the game. And right now, fighters still taking a lot of damage when they're in sub-sprawl position, but he's able to get back to his feet. Right now. Let's see if he's able to come back. But man, oh man, Ali Creed.
Oh, what a big head kick.
Head kick, Bruce. What's going to happen here? Knockdown by Aaron.
Ollie Creed is down. Aaron on top, landing some big bombs. Here they come. 3 hooks and 4th hook on the left side. And that's all she wrote, fellas. Woo! Aaron taking out Ollie Creed on his comeback fight with the Jared Cannonier pick throwing bombs.
Yeah, really doing a lot of heavy work there. Like you said, Bruce, anytime you can get a fighter outside of the top fighters is very impressive, but we know why he picked Cannonier with that power of 97. If you're able to land on the block, if you're just able to touch your opponent, period, with 97, you're going to be doing damage, and that's exactly what we saw here. And you're going to have to be able to mitigate that pressure or get that fight to the ground, because if not, it's going to be a short night. Wow, what a great fight.
It's really hard to deal with someone like that who just is walking forward and just throwing those punches. To be defensive on this game it can be quite difficult sometimes, to actually not take shots on the block entirely. I mean, you got to find a way to do it. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just take the fight to the ground, right? Like you said, to literally shoot a takedown and just try and slow them down in any way you can, because the speed at which that damage starts to accumulate, you might feel like, okay, I'm tagging them as well. But as soon as you go past like that halfway point, you're in a real bad spot because you can't back up. You can take half the amount of shots you could, and all of a sudden it's much harder to get a takedown or even land your own offense. And if you just keep going back and back and back, it's going to be bad news. So unfortunately, went Aaron's way tonight. It didn't go Ali's way tonight. That's right, Ali and Aaron. Good damn it. There we go. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you, Bailey. And that was a very high-paced fight, and Aaron came out and really utilized the power of Cannonier very well. And Ollie Creed was doing everything he could have done to try to alleviate that pressure. But yeah, like a takedown, a clinch, some pivot movement out of the way. But you know, Aaron just came in, and he does. I mean, one of his attributes is pressure, second to none pressure. So he's someone that's going to get in your face and really test your durability and your skill and your mental game as well. So wow, what a performance by Aaron.
I agree.
Jeez,
I agree. Right. Moving swiftly on now, jumping to the welterweight division, we have the Celtic Giant War taking on Hasim. Let's have a quick look at the fight card if you didn't see it here tonight as well. We are moving our way up through the prelims right now. Hasim taking on, I'm assuming it's Hasim. I think that's correct. The Celtic Giant. Then we have the Elite King taking on AK's Ungodly, and then EK's Bang Bang taking on the UFC Twitter Thug to headline the prelim. A few people are excited about that. Wanted to jump on in now to the welterweight division. Celtic Giant and Hasim. I think it's Hasim, unless you...
Okay. Yep. That's what we'll go with. Hasim WR, 31 in the world, Bay. 1-1. Well-rounded. Great stamina managed. Works the body well. But We got this Celtic giant warrior who I've never called before, I don't think. Unrated, making his debut tonight. Maybe jitters are in the stomach, butterflies fluttering, but who knows? Maybe he can still sting like a bee. Clinical striker, dangerous submissions. He's a leg taker, just like, you know, the Papa Lemur. So we're going to see someone else that has some leg prowess, leg kicking prowess. Boxer, let's go.
Yeah, anytime you're looking at Leon Edwards in this game right now as a kickboxer, he has powerful kicks. You have to watch out. And with Tony Ferguson, we know if you take it into Tony Ferguson's guard, you can end up in a world of trouble. But one thing I'm looking at with this Leon Edwards is this, with the speed of Leon Edwards of 94, you have to watch out for the pressure of Leon Edwards. And the power is not that bad at 91. And you can't trade with him with a Tony Ferguson pickup, because the power of Tony Ferguson is only an 89. But has a slight advantage in the speed department of a 92. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup to see how this unfolds. Bailey in first round, take it away.
Ooh, that's a nice lead leg front kick right there. But yeah, we've been talking about the power a lot tonight. Obviously, power's important, but obviously timing, sometimes even more important. If you can catch your opponent as they're winding up those vulnerability windows, you can hit them a lot harder than they can hit you. Also, range of those punches as well, very important. But Celtic right now is popping off. Hasim's trying to close that distance, find the range to get that kickboxing going, but Celtic is mixing stuff out. Outside leg kick, inside body kick there as well, doing some good job with the front flicks of that lead leg. And now taking it into boxing range is Hasim, trying to find a home for it. Nice straight into that body kick once more. Nice job with the clinch into the trip. I'm loving the variety from Celtic Giant right now.
Yeah, definitely throwing a lot of different strikes out there with Tony Ferguson, and able to get the fight exactly where you want it with Tony Ferguson on the ground. Let's see if he's able to maintain this top position, because Tony Ferguson has a top control of 91. Not too bad here. And you don't want to throw out too much here when you postured up, because you can reverse that position. So let's see how Celtic Giant handles himself on the ground. It's our first time seeing him fight, Bruce.
And so far, he's being very patient, keeping that stamina high, not being overzealous. But you got to be careful, because they're nice little get up there by Hasim. Back to the feet he goes, and here he comes. Lead hook. Now they're exchanging a little bit. Oh, nice straight to the body, and a leg kick as well. Good stuff so far from these two.
Yeah, Hasim's trying to keep it simple. I think now he knows Celtic's just hitting him with a bunch of different stuff. He's got to just keep it simple. Try and find the home, work off that lead straight left, of the rear straight left that he has. Oh, nice rear uppercut. Oh, he tries to get the elbow. Nice setup by Celtic Giant, man. This guy is very slippery with the Tony Ferguson pick. Checks that one, comes back to the inside. Nice job there. Again with the inside leg kick. Not doing a ton of damage. Outside leg kick lands too, but he also got tagged there as well. Fakes, close the distance, ducks into that lead hook, comes back with a nice straight there. Oh, he's throwing that rear uppercut as well. It's the Celtic Giant. He's trying to find a home for it there. Again, Hasim traditionally just firing off that rear straight left and then setting up the inside leg kick. There's a beautiful spin right there. Switch kick to the body, comes forward one more time. Oh, there's a little Tony Ferguson hand play right there. A little jikundo. It's very nice. There it is again.
And so...
Sorry. He's just blocking high and blocking low. It looks good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that fuzzy block. But yeah, that was a nice rock there by Celtic Giant. Now, if there's one chink in the armor of Tony Ferguson, it's going to be his leg help. Look at that beautiful high kick there, Bruce. And man, boy, Hasim needs to recollect himself here, because he's taking a lot of head damage here early in the fight.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. This Celtic guy is crafty. Beautiful spinning heel kick right to the dome again, and there's the bow. Wow, Celtic is looking phenomenal. Just his pinpoint accuracy with these strikes, his decision making, and his takedown ability. I mean, this guy's got the full package right now, and he's letting it all hang out in that first round. Round number 2. Can Hasim survive? We're about to find out.
I really like this style of T-Ferg he's got, because he's fighting going backwards as well, which is very hard to do as a Ferguson player. He's mixing it up beautifully. Just everything you don't expect is coming when you think it's something else. It's something else. It's just a bit of lead front kick into the straight, ducks out into the spinning elbow as well. Doesn't land that. He's going to that a little bit too much now. I wonder if Hasim will make a read on it. Comes back to the inside leg kick. Now the good constant pressure with the jab. Now, nice breaking him down there with a straight lead hook straight. Nice lead body kick as well. Nice check. So Hasim trying to fall back into that more Muay Thai style here. Nice block on the body kick though. Gets a clinch off of it. Nice work. Elbow over the top. Another elbow. Ooh.
Wow. Even though Hasim is the one that's applying the pressure and has his opponent backed up to the cage, you can tell that Celtic is very comfortable in there. And look, there it is. We talked about the chink in the armor of Tony Ferguson in one check, and that's all you wrote. But look at there. Tony Ferguson able to get this fight back to the ground. Oh, and some huge damage there from the guard, bro.
Yeah, Celtic is looking vicious, and I love that jab rear leg kick he does when he's retreating. I mean, those are adding up. He's landed like 6 of those already on the left leg of Leon Edwards. There he goes, swivels right back into half guard and gets a nice denial, and that's going to put him in prime position to get that full mount, the dominant position. Can he get this deny? He does. Wow. This guy is looking very slick on the mat, on the feet. The full package, the Celtic Giant Warrior raining down bombs, bailing. Oh my gosh.
God. He's still going with it. I wonder if he preloaded all of that or was throwing it strike for strike there, because he was timing it all beautifully. Oh, nice job. And straight back to the feet here. But Hasim has taken so much damage, and he has to be careful, because stepping in, moving forward is just giving Celtic these openings for this crazy stuff he's landing. The lead head kicks are coming out, the front kicks, the spinning elbow is there as well if you get a little too overzealous. So I almost feel like Hasim has to take a step back and try and recover. Ooh. I don't know. It's just he's getting hit with everything because Celtic's throwing everything. There's a nice head kick from him, though. Broke the block. Didn't do too much damage. Whiffs on that inside leg kick. Man, just the pressure's not working. Jab ducks into the spinning back fist that time. There's another chopping body shot. Elbows over the top, and the clinch lands one on the break. Head health is flashing. This could be a matter of time. There's a lovely hip toss.
Dumps him.
Damn. Wow. Yeah, and that hip toss does a lot of damage here, and you do not want to be in the side saddle or on the back with Tony Ferguson. This is exactly where Tony Ferguson can do a lot of damage here gets a transition denial. Man, it is not looking good right now. Hasim has to work his way out, but that's easier said than done, Bruce, with Tony Ferguson on top.
Oh, and there's some big shots. That head health is very low. Wow, barely gets out. It looks like this is going to see a third and final round, but geez, Celtic Warrior has not really received any damage, and Hasim is barely hanging on by a thread. That chin is rocked, cracked, and it's like a piece of broken glass almost, and it's going to be very tough for him to get a win, but we've seen crazier things. Man, this Celtic guy looks very, very good tonight.
Yeah, it's just a fun fighter to watch as well, right? Just mixes everything up beautifully. Hasim's going with that very traditional, like, straight body kick, straight head kick, straight inside leg kick style, maybe a flurry on the inside, but you don't even know what Celtic's going to hit you with. He's throwing everything, leg kicks, body kicks, front kicks, obviously the spinning shit there, just a nice 1, 2, 3 right there to get the rock lead hook to the body there. Knee pulls us out of range, jab, wheel kick this time as well, nothing there, back to the body for Hasim, still trying to break him down, but he's got to find the home for something more significant if he wants to win this fight in the final round, because Celtic seems to have recovered very well. There's the head kick, gets a block up in time there. Jab, rear uppercut misses, though. That gives Hasim a chance to push forward. Beautiful pivot off the cage. Trading there as well. Ended with a nice body kick there. Takes that one on the stomach. Goes back down low with his own. But there's a nice head kick for Hasim. He's finding a home for these strikes, but I don't know, Boxy. It feels like a matter of time, right?
Yeah, definitely a matter of time. Celtic Giant is able to just pick his opponent apart, even though he's fighting off of his back foot. He does have a slight chin advantage with Tony Ferguson, but Hasim, one thing I like about what he's doing, he feels that sense of urgency, and then at least he's going for it. But look, as you said, Celtic has his number, just charging forward here, getting rocked, but we still got over 3 minutes to go. And wow, look at that spinning back fist, that helicopter. He's just eating him up, Bruce.
That was really
that is nasty. Anything at this point is gonna do a lot of damage, and whenever you're fighting against Celtic, as you can see, he's throwing things from all different angles and variations. But you know what? Hasim it's impressing me because he came out in this third round and he's putting some damage on Celtic Warrior, and this is getting closer and closer as this round progresses.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hit a lot. He hits very hard. And he's putting in there, but he's taking a ton of damage. Celtic there dips to the inside through a right hook over the top, which becomes that ducking right hook, and then went straight into the spinning elbow from there. So that's a new little one you can throw in your arsenal as well. The slip hook into the spinning elbow. Very nice. But yeah, great drive. Finishes a double leg and kind of sensible decision, really. If you can control from here, you're probably going to win the fight.
Yeah, what a takedown. You have your back against the cage, and then you take someone down all the way to the opposite end of the cage. That was a great takedown animation there. But back to the feet, and you know, minute 30-something left.
Nice.
Hasim definitely has to get it done here, so we're going to see a lot of pressure. And let's see if the Celtic Giant can make the right read here, maybe split, or look at there, got it done from the clinch, and already, we got another knockdown here. Coming back, you never know how these things can play out, Bruce. Got a knockdown from Hasim. You never know how the judges can see it.
Definitely not, Boxer. And yeah, Hasim is just fighting valiantly here. Most players would just play not to lose, but Hasim seems to be playing to win to the very bitter end with barely any head health left. But here we go. It seems like Celtic is definitely feeling the pressure right now. Whenever you got that win, you know. But he lands a beautiful knee to the face. And here comes... Oh no, he's not able to get the finish. But there it is!
Oh my God, Jesus. Okay, I think that's it. No, he's still up, but 3 seconds left. Ooh, that spinning
what
back
a fight!
Elbow. There are some strikes in this game that just cause rocks almost every time you land them, and the spinning back elbow is one of them. If you can find a consistent home for it, you'll rock your opponent every single time. So we'll go to the decision.
29-28. 30-27.
3 rounds.
29-28.
I think the winner is clear here for Celtic. There we go. All right. Well, there we are. Look out for Celtic the next time he fights as well. Very impressive and very fun performance, right, Boxer?
Yeah, definitely. That fight went back and forth. Hasim definitely showed that he deserves to be here. But tonight was the night of Celtic Giant. And one thing with those spinning back fists is very tough to defend against those, because people usually are going to throw that as you're throwing your jab, and that's just going to go right through it, and you got to be careful. But there is a vulnerability, and I'm not sure, maybe you know, Bruce, is it in the beginning initial wind up of that startup of that spinning back fist, but it's very tough to defend against that while you're throwing strikes.
Oh yeah, it's so hard. It pretty much interrupts almost anything, even like some power hooks I've found. But yeah, I mean, ducking mid-sequence and letting it whiff over and then landing like a left hook or some body shots is usually how I deal with it. But I just stay at range, and I'm like, I'm not trying to mess with any of that spinning stuff, because it can really throw a wrench in your gears in the middle of a fight. But yeah, Celtic comes in here and showcases some really good talent against a ranked opponent who's tasted victory 1-1, Hasim. And Hasim, you could tell he's a tough guy. He's not gonna, wither under the pressure or under the bright light. So a solid dub right there, Bay, for an up and comer.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree indeed. Great fight. Loved it. Love seeing something different. Thank you. Right. Okay. Moving on to the next fight. We are now at bantamweight. I am predicting a Peter Yan mirror match, but
there you go. He's your favorite.
Very hard to beat. So
bring out Aldo.
We'll be taking on AK's Ungodly here at bantamweight. We're going to move on. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Elite King 709, ranked 22, 2-4. He's a pressure fighter, good head movement. He calm and collected. It says clam and collected. That's funny. AK Ungodly. That AK camp, man, I'm so happy to see these guys coming up, because those guys, you know how most camps you would talk about the grappling, like EK, but AK I believe is a striking camp. They breed a lot of vicious strikers like Pressure, AK Pressure, and AK Punisher. I don't know if those are the same guys, but yeah, that camp is very good, notorious for striking. And this guy AK is a diverse striker, comfortable everywhere, and a pressure-focused fighter, boxer. Talk about the pick.
So AK Ace Killers on the rise, on the come up. Great strikers that come out of that camp. And Bailey, and we already know this is a mirror match, so we're going to see who's the best player with this Peter Yan pickup. 95 coming out, speed and power. This is going to be a banger. Alien, take it away.
Nice catch straight off the bat right there. Doesn't get the trip, With a nice way to get ahead on the stamina there as well, but nice double jab work from Elite King, really using that to close the distance. Godly's already found those head kicks, but moving backwards, not at the right range from there, but sticks him with the right hook, goes back to it there, doesn't get it. And so much pressure from Elite King already. Jab, lead hook into the straight there again. Just putting it on him right now, trying to beat the block up as much as he can. This is just non-stop.
He
gets stuck.
Oh, man, that was close. Oh, he runs right into it.
Oh, God, he's just unloading.
Oh, wow.
Not letting off for a second and battering their head health. And look at the block. Look at the block of Elite King. It's gone already.
My goodness.
We're like a minute 15 into the fight. He's got nothing left. Blimey.
Yeah, these guys are just going right at it. Peter Yan has a myriad of punches and strikes that he can throw at you, and already getting a knockdown for AK Godly starting out. But Elite Kings is still putting on that pressure. Man, this is what we are known to expect from a Peter Yan mirror match. It's just going to be nonstop, back and forth. And look at it here. Let's see who can get a beat on their opponent. But they're just throwing, Rob. It's like, look, I'm not worried about your game. I'm doing my thing for both of these fighters.
Oh, man, this is wild. This is a damn gunfight right now. Neither guy is really...
He's still moving forward.
Taking the pedal off the metal. They're both just lugging head kicks at each other and just daring each other. One of these guys is going down round number 1, Bailey, and I don't know who it is.
Oh, slip forward moving hook gets in there. Another head kick. There's no block left. That's a straight right to span him around, and there's not much block, so this is probably going to be it. There it is.
Oh,
2 minutes left on the clock in the first round. Wow. Okay. Well,
man,
can't believe it.
Ungodly just coming in, showing you that he is about business. It seems like people are ready to start watching these fights, just coming in, getting it done. But we know with Peter Yan, this is what you're going to expect with this pickup. And man, that fight could have just went either way, Bruce. I really don't know what to say. It's kind of hard to call a match like that because these guys were just going at it, and at some point, you want somebody's chin is going to wear out. But that was quick. Wow.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. I mean, those fights are sometimes fun because of just how crazy these guys are fighting, and neither guy wants to really take a back step or let that pedal off that off the metal. But you know, that AK camp, you watch that camp, it breeds vicious strikers, and Ungodly proving it right here. You said Ace Killers is the name? Ace Killers?
Killers.
Ah, okay. Ace Killers, man. That camp is very, very exciting. Glad to see him in the ESFL. Bailey, how'd you feel about that one? Oh my goodness. I'm sure you enjoyed that.
I did. Well, I mean, the turning point was the duck of the head kick, and that overhand right came out, and he got his block up, but because he blocked it, it took a huge chunk off that block, and then from there, just he had the advantage in the block breaking, was able to win. But that final sequence, they both threw the same combination, but one of them stood still and threw the 1-2. The other one was moving forward and threw the 1-2. So the standing straight beat the other one, and that was it there. So yeah, I don't know, like it's just mental, isn't it? Really, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, high level from both guys to keep that much pressure on, throw with that much volume, and be as accurate as they were doing so. But you know, who was it that was putting on the pressure?
It was Elite King was backing up Ungodly.
Yeah, Elite King, he was just taking shot after shot after shot, but refused to slow down, just kept moving forward despite having no block and no head health. So there wasn't even an adjustment in the game plan after it was not going his way. It was still just like, I'm just going to keep walking forward. It's like you said, Boxer, right? What you like to see from fighters sometimes, or at least what I like to see most of the time, is if something isn't working, you make the adjustments to the situation to try and overcome your opponent. But in that situation, it was just, I'm going to run forward at you, even though I'm getting punched in the face and my block has been broken. I'm still just going to do the same thing. I've been knocked out. It's like, it's not really, you know, there was no adjustment.
Exactly. Yeah, no adjustment there. I mean, the thing is, they probably have done this successfully with the Peter Yan pickup time and time again. And at this point, you're headstrong, you know your game plan, and something has to fold at some point. But yeah, no adjustment made because Peter Yan is very viable on the ground. So you easily could take it there and finish the fight there. You don't have to finish it standing up, but that's what they wanted. And that's what we got. Very entertaining, to say the least.
There we go, indeed. Right, we're going to move on to the Twitter thug now. quite literally a Twitter thug on Twitter. Or maybe not a thug, but you know, he's on Twitter, taking on EK's Bang Bang in a lightweight matchup. This should be a good one. Rob, take it away, please.
All right, UFC Twitter thug, 2-1, positive record here, 19th in the world. Good grappling defense, legit striking, and a lot of pressure. However, he's going against EK standout Bang Bang, ranked 17th, 2-2, a little bit higher on the rankings, confident in his skill set, slick pull counters, and we all know the grappling prowess of that EK camp.
Yeah, and look at this. I want to see if we get this matchup. We didn't get it. We definitely probably going to get that Conor McGregor pickup, and you know Conor McGregor has everything that you need and more on the stand-up. But the thing is, can you get it to the ground? Well, with this Dustin Poirier pickup, you may not even need to get the fight to the ground, because Dustin can match Conor on this stand-up, and he has a lot to do on the ground. So anytime I see somebody with YT in their name, I'm expecting a lot from you, from Twitter Thug Gaming. But he has his hands full against EK Bang Bang. Balian, round one. Take it away.
I think it's going to be a bit of a non-stop war. If I remember anything about Twitter Thug, is he likes to fight with a lot of pressure. So we'll see if that's the case right now. And as I say that straight off the bat, just literally in the face, just waiting for Bang Bang to make a move and just leading with that check hook right now. Toe to toe, these guys are now. Honestly, it's not. This is a great idea to fight with Conor like this.
My
but a
goodness.
beautiful slip left hand over the top catches him clean, and that's what you want to do with Conor. Definitely use the head movement advantage that you have and hit those counter shots. So Bang Bang probably going to hopefully look to do that. Twitter Thug obviously can just bulldoze forward with Poirier here. Nice four-piece combination there. Doesn't do too much damage, but he's getting them off on that lead hook over and over again. Another slip though on the inside from Bang Bang, coming back with a left hand. Arena straight this time though, so not big rocks. And there's the ankle pick. Rolled out of it by Bang Bang. Oh, nice job. Slips off to the outside and lands a straight there as well. Another pull counter. Not following up on these though. And burning himself out a little bit there, over committing, and now has to back up. Eats a few shots as well. Nice elbow in tight. This is back and forth right now as they trade lead hooks one more time. Ooh, it's a close one.
Yeah, and one thing with EK Bang Bang, it seems like he is a little bit more willing to move that head and find those openings, and that's why he was awarded with that early rock. But that can leave you vulnerable, so let's see how it plays out. Twitter Thug is still applying a lot of pressure. These guys are in the center of the octagon and nobody backing up so far, Bruce. Man, this is a banger.
Yeah, this is, and Twitter Thug is taking an interesting approach, you know, standing right in the face of Conor McGregor in the early rounds with that out of the gates perk in act, and it's just kind of crazy, and he's really using that pivot movement to the left side to alleviate some of that pressure on that left straight. Maybe it's an interesting style from Twitter Thug here.
Yeah, he's pushing forward. Lead hook is a big weapon for him. Oh, wheel kick comes over the top. Can't really see what it did because the competitive heart is on. There's the block out elbow. And this could be all she wrote right here, depending on how much block he had left. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Another finish in the first 3 minutes. Wow.
Well, yeah, and if you don't know now, you know that pull counter rear elbow will end your night early. You can't mess around with that. And that's what one thing that we noticed, and we said EK Bang Bang was more willing to move his head, and that's a high risk reward, and he definitely got rewarded there with a sweet, a nasty pull counter rear elbow with that 99 accuracy of Conor McGregor. Just ended the night early for Twitter Thug. Man, crazy performance there, Bruce.
Oh yeah, absolutely vicious, and that pull elbow is just so darn damaging. You cannot get hit by that. And you know, Twitter came after him in the first round, and that's a dangerous play when you're going against someone named EK Bang Bang using Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor is very powerful, and EK Bang Bang really looked strong in the striking realm right there. And EK has been adding so much talent with the likes of Crooks 209, Word Life, Ed Parker in their camp now. They've really gotten a lot of vicious strikers to really help out the camp grow, and you can tell they're coming. EK coming.
Yeah, when you're moving forward constantly like that, the pull counter is a lot easier to time than if you're stutter stepping, faking your jab, you know. So obviously fighting with a lot of pressure, it might be your style. It has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. It definitely gets easier to time counter shots and things like that, because you know when they step forward, they're going to throw. They're not necessarily going to step forward and then, start a step in or step and fake and bait out the head movement. So because Twitter Thug was putting on so much pressure, it made it easier for Bang Bang to just make the read on a few of those slip shots, and including that pull counter there as well. So advantages, disadvantages to your own play styles, aren't there? There we are. But good performance by both men. And thank you to Mr. Twitter Thug for showing up tonight as well to put on the show for us all. Very much appreciated. We are going to move on to the main card now, for we have 2 title fights this evening. If you didn't know, what were you up to later on? There we go. Ziaf defending his PlayStation belt tonight against Yerda, and Rahan defending his belt against EK Trixie. So good little double header matchup there. But we are onto the main card now. The first fight, bottom right, Bulldog versus Leon Stoltz at welterweight. It should be a good one. Rob, what can you tell us about these fighters?
Yeah, this one is going to be super exciting. You definitely don't want to miss this, guys. You have ranked 20th Leon Stoltz, 2-1, fighting out of the TM camp. And, I haven't seen too much of Leon Stoltz, I don't believe. But from what I see, he's a kickboxer. Great footwork, adaptability. And he's 2-1, ranked 20th. He must be bringing some good skills here to the table. But he's going against OG Bulldog, ranked 16, 3-4. I do know a lot about this guy. He is just absolutely a killer in there. He's had some tough losses, but he's got some of the best takedown defense in the world, solid ground game, and he is just such a great striker. One of the young guns, up and comers. He's almost tasted the top pinnacle of the sport, but he's still here towards the upper echelon, willing to bring it to the table. Let's go.
Yeah, round 1, Bailey, and take it away. We got to watch out for the knees and elbows of Darren Till. A lot of people usually don't pick Darren Till, but he has razor wire perk.
Yeah, and he has a very good clinch stat as well, so that might be a nice way to counter the Kamaru Usman pick, but we'll see. I mean, I love the Usman pick. I think we've seen Bulldog use him before.
Yep.
Very long, rangy striker as well if you want to use him in a very, very high-level jab. So if you can get and pop, it's all good, but Leon will definitely have an advantage when it comes to the kicks if he can get that side of his game going. Darren Till has very good kicks here, and that beautiful Celtic cross, but that falls really wide there. Nice body kick return, though. Check hook just out of range. The Bulldog now seems to be a bit more passive here. They're both trading with the straight punches. Ooh, tries to get the clinch, doesn't get it. Nor does Leon. Wow.
Yeah, let's see how long Bulldog opts to keep this fight standing, because when you get this fight to the ground with oh man, wow, what a nice late takedown there. Denial there, but yeah, like I was saying, you want this fight to the ground when you get Usman, because he has very good transition defense. And one thing with OG Bulldog, he's coming off of a loss and he wants to make that loss correct. And these are one of the young fighters, up and coming fighters, that is very technical. These guys know everything there is to know on the ground here, and I can't wait to see if this fight goes to the ground, if that's when OG Bulldog starts to come out. But right now it's kind of stagnant on the feet. Nobody's done major damage right now. Not sure who's up, but I'm looking at the stamina advantage here, going to OG Bulldog early, going for another takedown, but look at there, Bruce, got it denied. That's going to wear on the stamina, OG Bulldog.
Oof.
Yes, it is. And right now, OG being pretty patient, using those teep kicks, staying at the range, that long jab of Usman being utilized in sneaky uppercuts. They're exchanging.
Oh man, he got one in there. Yeah, this isn't bad from Leon. I was gonna say he's using a lot of boxing more than kicks, but these takedown denials will help for him. He's definitely using his hands way more than anything else, but maybe he feels like because Bulldog is stepping into range so much, he might get himself clipped by something if he tries to end with some of these kicks. But Bulldog's definitely doing a good job landing those teeps up the middle, which is why he still has the stamina advantage, I think, despite missing so many of those takedowns. Outside leg kick there. Another one into that straight left. Good job by Leon. Now starting to pick him a little bit more from the outside. Use those kicks in that range. Lead hook to the body. Checked. Ooh, nice job as well. And then back to the body with the right hook. Nice work there. Mixing up nicely. Rear body uppercut, though. Gets caught by the check lead hook from Leon. He's just moving forward with that right hand now. Good work. Baits it out with the straight left, but eats it as well. So not necessarily a good idea. Head kick bangs off the block. And it looks like the first round's probably going to go to Bulldog.
Yeah, looks like it, but I know Bulldog is scratching his head why he didn't get any of those takedowns, because Kamaru Usman literally has a 97 in the takedown department, and Darren Till only has an 88 takedown defense. So I'm thinking maybe it didn't go his way in round 1 with the takedowns. Maybe he can set it up a little better here. And look at there, he wants to get it any type of way he can get it, and there it is. Kamaru Usman does have that sweep, 2 full mount, and now you're going to see this is where Kamaru Usman is going to shine when he's on top, has good takedown transition denials. But look at there, transition denial of his own, trying to get that knee on belly. Man, but this is where you want to be if you're OG Bulldog, Bruce.
Yeah, no doubt. On top with Kamaru Usman all the time in the world, and you're seeing a patient approach going right, but nope, not today. Half guard, Leon maintaining some good defense here.
Yeah, Leon's got to find a way back to the feet as well. I think Darren Till's not too bad at getting back up here, but it's going to be tough, man. Whenever you got Usman on top of you, you really can't make a single mistake. You have to get back to full guard and work from there. Cheeky things like that are just going to make it worse for you. You know, you're just going to end up taking damage rather than being methodical here. So although Leon's trying to get that quick get up, he's going to have to try and find his way back to full guard and then work in from there. Be vigilant on the defense.
And then so the top control is a 95 here, and then that top striking, is from Kamaru Usman is very, very powerful. And then OG has a lot of time to work here. Over 2 minutes, gets his first transition denials, and let's see what he's able to do with it. Is he going to go into the crucifix position or knee on belly? But man, he has a lot of top control here. Just racking up this control time here, Bruce.
Yeah, just relentless here with his control, and it probably doesn't feel too good. There's another great deny and right into full mount, that grapple advantage, but oh man, another nice up flick. OG Bulldog absolutely dominating Leon Stoltz on the ground right now, and it looks like he's just kind of being patient and waiting for him to make a mistake, maybe get a submission.
Bombs back to half guard now here as well, tries to step over, doesn't get it now or once here. He's been trying to find his way back to full guard this entire round, hasn't been able to do it, and there's a fake on the hip one more time, goes straight back to it there. Three fakes now, but he's not committing to it yet. Bulldog just waiting. Gets the full guard finally, only 50 minutes left. Immediate posture up and return to the half guard position with the stamina advantage, and that's the only problem with faking that much. You burn a big chunk of your stamina by the time you get there. If they do posture, they get the immediate transition because of the difference in that stamina. But here we go, we've got a little bit of opportunity now maybe to recover full guard, but guess what? It's too little too late. 20 seconds
good
left.
shots.
And this is all off the back of one takedown. And here comes that ground and pound, like you mentioned, all on the head. Not good for Lee on that round.
Yeah, and this is why the Kamaru Usman pickup is so dangerous. If you're able to get to the ground, if you stick with your game plan, you can control your opponent pretty easily for the entire round. So let's see how he sets his takedown up. And you see those hands was low right there. Leon knows the takedown is coming. Can he do what he needs to do to keep this fight standing, Bruce?
Yeah, and on top of that, when you get controlled like that dominantly, it's in the back of your head. You don't want to get taken down again, so that might slow the striking down by Leon. So he needs to stay strong and keep throwing and try to hurt this man, but unable to. He actually gets hurt by OG Bulldog. Beautiful right hook, lands flush. What a shot.
Oh, yeah, he's just taking so much damage. That's a nice check lead hook, though. Still in there. He doesn't want to give any ground here either, just holding that octagon center. Oh, nice straight. I mean, he is tagging him a little bit with it, but man, Usman's just a rangy guy as well, and you know, for some reason, it's very hard to just stop him moving forward into you. And there's that shot again. Nice stuff, though, by Leon. Needs the body uppercut on the break, tries to land that check hook. That's probably his best weapon so far tonight, that lead right hook. So if he can keep getting back into that, maybe set up something. He's got time, 3 minutes. It's going to be a tough call, though, for Leon to try and finish this fight.
Nice takedown there right now in 2 minutes to go. And if it's anything like the second round, Leon may not get up for the rest of this fight. OG Bulldog is very good on the ground right now, already into top control. And look at this. He tries to race to get that position when he tries to get out to half guard, but OG Bulldog right now inside control, got the easy transition denial right here. And let's see if he elects just to land some damage or go into the crucifix position. And this is where you don't want to be. Bottom sprawl position here with Bulldog on top of you, just landing down bomb after shot, Bruce.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be. And just OG Bulldog, as you see right there, his abilities to time these fakes and anticipate where you're going to move and just control you with Usman is so beautiful. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, when he was in that full guard, why is he transitioning out to half guard? Is he like interrupting the get up or the transition of the bottom fider?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Bruce is referring to whenever he's in full mount and then he races to do a transition. And I think it's just a way where you don't have to block it. But you end off in the same position, just a different side. Maybe some people in the chat can illuminate us on why he chose to use that.
Illuminate us. Nice.
In either case, there's only 20 seconds left. It looks like Bulldog might actually get a finish here with the ground and pound. Wow, big damage.
Wow.
Leon holding on for dear life. 10 seconds left. Denies that reposture. Going to survive to the end of the fight. But what a great performance by Bulldog. Once again, just as dominant as he has been this entire season, you know?
Yeah, definitely. But that's what you want to do. And it is tough. You have to play Kamaru Usman the way he's designed to fight. You got to get that fight to the ground and dominate there. He does have good stand-up, but it is very, very easy if you get this fight to the ground with Usman. That's what Bulldog was able to do. I don't know how round one went, but let's see what the judges think.
Ladies and gentlemen, after
there we
3
go.
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27.
All 3 rounds for OG Bulldog. There we go. All right, not too bad. Looking forward to seeing that Champions kit tonight, by the way.
Yep.
Haven't seen it yet, have we? We're going to see it 3 times this evening, the old Venom Champions kit.
I like that gear,
Gold
man. The
stripes.
Venom gear just looks really good. The stripes, and I like the Viper, the Snake, or whatever. Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
I like it.
Yeah, a little bit more swag than the Reebok.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Jump back over. Right, okay, so we have 4 more fights tonight as well, including the doubleheader main event right there. OG Bulldog moving to 4-4 this season, won and lost against the best, really, tonight. Unfortunately for Leon, drops a second loss here. But a tough fight right there, you know, a nice, good fight. 2 top guys. And, you know, was it the pick tonight for Leon, or was it his actual ground game that he needs to go and work on? Sometimes it's hard to tell in these close matchups, but in either case, a perfect game plan executed by Bulldog there tonight. We're going to move on. We have now a veteran in Papadoc and someone who has had some great performances tonight. This season in Miss Rini, whose name is now Glass Table Girls. I think they are just getting themselves ready, actually. It doesn't look like they are ready. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, not yet. Yeah,
hang
things
on.
in the back of the truck. But just to pick up on what you was talking about there, Bailey, and yeah, so anytime you come into the ESFL and you get fighters that's not in that top fighters list, it's definitely a lot of respect being paid. But yeah, Bruce, so he went with that Darren Till pickup. Darren Till is not as proficient on the ground as Kamaru Usman, and you know, paid the price for it, especially when you fighting some of these top level guys. You know, I'm not sure if that's the route you want to go in the ESFL. You can do it. Big respect if you get it done that way, but that's a tough ask to do.
Yeah, I would agree. Darren Till, you don't really see too much, and he does got some good striking. I haven't really used him too much, but it seemed like OG Bulldog, you know, he suffered a few defeats. He was a very vicious striker, and whenever you're fighting, you know, in that way, it can be a little risky. That I think striking is the most risky aspect of this game, in my opinion. So he seemed to, you know, pick up Kamaru Usman and then really rely on that ground game. And that that position was interesting. In the chat, they actually said that was, or Gaming Echo said that was a glitch or something, because I've never seen it, or an exploit where you sap stamina from your opponent as they're trying to transition out. So something to look for there. But either way, OG, you saw his flicking ability. I mean, he's got some of the fastest thumbs in the game. So, very good stuff from OG Bulldog. 4-4 now.
All right.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
I was going to say, we were just waiting a little bit there as well, because Papadoc was not ready, but they are both here now. And this is an exciting fight. Rini has looked really good against some top competition, dangerous submissions, but Papadoc, obviously a total vet as it comes. So here we go, a true test tonight for both of them. At welterweight, Rob, give the people the lowdown, if you will, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Papadoc, former ESFL champion, one of the veterans of the sport. This guy has the mentality of the Great Wall in China. You cannot destroy it. He will be there until the end, and he starts slow, boxer. You think you have him in the striking. You don't want to get taken down, and then all of a sudden he unloads a vicious combination, and then you're out. Team Dark representative, one of the nastiest camps in the game, going against rank number 10 Glass Table Girls, aka Rini, 4-3. Vicious striker, elite submissions. This is gonna be a fight for the ages.
Yeah, when you talk about Team Dark, like these are comprised of the best of the best that the esports UFC 4 community has to offer. And what we're looking at here is a matchup in the strawweight division. And I can't wait to see it, because we don't get a chance to see the ladies as much as we probably should. Now, when you're talking about Joanna Young Jacek with Papadoc, you're going to be looking at a combination of speed, and if a fight goes down to the ground, more proficient there, because Papadoc is very good on the ground. But look at this. Rini picking a calf fighter. Never know what is going to come out in this situation. Anytime you're going against a calf fighter, you don't know what they have to offer. It's going to be some tricky stuff. A lot of veteran moves are going to be executed here, but both of these fighters are one of the best at submissions. So I can't wait to see, if the fight goes into a submission, how that mini game is going to play out. Balian, look at there, 16-4. Take it away.
A tough out for Rini clearly here tonight as well. But like you said, submission versus submission. The Joanna pick, she has some takedown defense. Vanguard Jiu-Jitsu calf coming out tonight as well. Vanguard very good off the back as well as on the top. Striking not as good as actually, no, I think one of them has a very good jab. I can't remember which one it is. So regardless, Rini gonna have a very tough time competing on the feet. The speed, the power definitely going to be reduced compared to what Joanna's going to be able to put forth, but has that side kick off the lead leg and the rear leg. So I expect Rini to try and get the fight to the mat as soon as possible. Good chopping work to the body. Gone southpaw here as Papadoc. There's the, he got it. She got it, excuse me.
Here we go.
Look at that. All right, perfect. Into side saddle right here. I'm really going to get some work off from here. She's very good from this position.
Here we go. There it is. Transition denial. We know he was looking for it. All right, you got to move in this position here. This is some high-level stuff. Like, I mean, both of these fighters are just so dangerous on the ground here. Look at this. Rini able to get transition denial and just getting a lot of control. This is the next level of competition right here that we're seeing, Bruce, because we know how good Papadoc is on the ground, and Rini able to control Papadoc so far with this Vanguard pickup, Bruce. Seeing a lot of high-level stuff early on in this fight.
Yeah, that was such a key takedown early. You saw Papadoc really warming up, throwing that rear body kick. And Papadoc is so good with his striking. Doesn't really have any fat in it. He throws with purpose. But now he's got the back of Rini. And this is where it gets a little scary. He's going to roll out and get back to the feet. The Boogie Woman is coming!
Oh, nice. Lead hook to the body. Right hand over the top right there. There's a pull guard. No, beautiful job into side saddle. She finds it so often, doesn't she? I mean, we haven't seen a side saddle position all night, and she's found it twice already in 2 minutes. So very good at getting the fight there. Elbows from this position as well. Nice job denying there, though. I don't know if that was a power transition, because that was a big denial. Ton of stamina got lost right there as well, but Papadoc can remain as calm as he can, I'm sure, from here. Another deny, though. Really keeping the fight here. This is some good side control work.
Yeah, and see, off of that double leg bail, that tells me that Papadoc was blocking high. And Rini was able to get the low takedown there right into side saddle position. So let's see whenever they enter that position later on in the fight, where Papadoc is going to block. But that's where the fight is going to be won and lost, right here on the ground. How are you able to get your opponent to the ground? And right now, Rini able to rack up a lot of top control here, but haven't been able to do a lot of damage. You never know how the judges are going to see this right here. But Papadoc knows what he's doing here on the ground. And look at this, just able just to get up. That's usually an easy transition to deny, but Papadoc able to time it correctly and get this fight right back to the feet. Only 30 seconds left here in this first round, and Papadoc needs to do some damage here if he's behind in the eyes of the judges, Bruce.
Yeah, he really does, and that Papadoc utilization of that grapple advantage was beautiful to get that get up. That was very impressive, and going into round 2, he's gonna make those adjustments. You know how Papadoc is. He does not want to get taken down, and let's see if Rini can get some takedowns in round number 2. Some nice body kicks there, Bay.
Yeah, I mean, good work from Rini and good work from Papadoc. I mean, you striking up, but Rini kept finding that takedown right down the middle. 1, 2, 3 immediately. Lead uppercut doesn't land. Damn, Rini under a lot of pressure right here. There's the double bails to the back. Shocks him forward. Great work.
Wow. Yeah, see, and that's one thing that I picked up from Rini. Able to use a lot of different variations off of that double leg bail. You can take your opponent down in a myriad of ways. But one thing that was interesting, Rini looked like Rini was going for the fist bump in the beginning, and Papadoc getting right to work. But nonetheless, Rini on top, still in control here, and into the second round, doing a good job here against an opponent that has bested Rini 16 out of 4 times. So doing good job right here against a very powerful and strong Papadoc.
Yeah, and a very impressive get up too. Papadoc has really been able to get back to his feet time and time again. Even though Rini has been landing these beautiful takedowns, that's very key for Papadoc. And now back in his world with Joanna Young Jacek, pushing forward, lead hook combination, backing up glass tables. You know that shot's coming, but when and if it comes, will Papadoc be able to land something devastating?
Yeah, and she was doing a good job from the clinch as well. Dropped her hands completely right there. Made a nice right hand over the top. Good work off the lead leg, but unfortunately misses. There's an Ivanova roll. She looks at a beautiful job. Is she going to bail on it straight away? She is.
Wow. Yeah.
Figure she's not going to get it, but that was nice work. Don't see that every day.
Yeah, I think you want to bail on that, because if you go forward with that submission and don't get it, then your opponent can end up on top of you, and it's still 2 minutes left. But wow, man, we're seeing a lot of different type of takedowns here. This is very interesting to see how these fighters have figured out meta on how to get the fight to the ground. And look at here, going to the back, and a turning takedown gets denied. That's some high-level stuff, because Papadoc was able to read which way the camera was going to go and defend a turning takedown there from the back. That's some high-level stuff, Bruce.
Oh, that was just insane. And now Rini has Papadoc in the clinch. Papadoc going to the body. Nice body kick again. And Papadoc just really unable to get his offense out. There's a nice right hand there, though. Ooh, spinning back kick to the body.
Man,
beautiful.
Is teeing off right now. She's landing everything she's throwing, and Papa's just walking into it. Oh, there's a reclinch. There's the hip toss again. Wow. Rini looking very good tonight. Very good tonight. On point, very sharp. Papadoc, though, definitely still in this fight, still moving forward. There's a nice get up, though. Back to the feet for Papadoc.
Wow,
he's got 30 seconds to put a stamp on this round. Going to move forward. Another lead leg side kick to the body. Rear leg side kick this time.
Wow.
Jab into the hand plant roundhouse. And like you said, Rob, just tough break for Papa, trying to get some offense going here.
Yeah. Now one thing that you see Rini doing, the side kick, but then also doing the spinning back kick, because if you know someone is always doing the side kick, they can just circle to your inside and just easily get an easy evade. But when they do the back kick, you need to be circling the opposite direction. So when you mix it up, you mix that up also with your opponent. High level stuff. A lot of people don't talk about that meta, but we're seeing a lot of good stuff here. One of my favorite fights of all time right now going on. We're seeing that much meta.
Let's go. Round number 3, the third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Papadoc. Ooh, clean lead left hook as Rini was trying to get out on that right side, and now you see full throttle, pedal to the metal. Papadoc's coming for some bombs, and he's landing a lot of shots. Doing a good job throwing those round shots as she exits, and now she's trying to go for that takedown, jumping up, but Papa denies it. Good job by Papadoc in round number 3.
Good job.
Nice pivot into the clinch. She needed to do that. There's no way she could take more of that pressure on that block, and there we go. Back on the back, going to get the step takedown. This time just a drag. But Papadoc was pushing forward and unloading right there. But Rini now back on the back, going to follow him around one more time. Let's see if the second hook comes in or if she's going to go for the posture, which she did right here as well. Returns back to it though. Ooh, denies the roll through for full guard as well. So this is not good right here for Papadoc with a back man locked in. 3 minutes left in the fight. Going to roll through.
Oh, good position right here. Yeah, I think Papadoc got taken down there as he was going forward. You need to be stationary whenever somebody has your back to. Now here we talked about it. The submission. These are 2 players that are very good at the submission game right here. So let's see who ends up winning right now. It seems like Papadoc is going to escape and Rini able to let that go, but that's a very dangerous position for either one of those fighters coming up here on 2 minutes here. And we got this back sitting position, and I think they can't go for the rear naked choke right now anyway. So that's very interesting meta. What do you do right here in the back sitting position?
It's tough because if you can't go rear naked, then you only have armbar or the top mount, so it kind of eliminates your possibilities. So it makes it easier to deny. Oh, and there's the armbar, and she's locking it in. Here we go, boys. Balian, take it away.
I mean, I don't know if she's going to get it right now, but she's pushing quite far, going to the far left-hand side up to the far corner there.
She's going for
hovering back in, but she just let off a little too far there. Papadoc sneaking out ahead of it, but she can still pull this back if she can lock onto that rhythm. He's hanging out in the middle a little bit there, pushing up to the far left corner, following him all the way. Now back and dragging to the middle. He's abandoning the right-hand side entirely now as we move up to the center one more time.
Let's go, baby.
She's trying to get down, hooks so far right here. If she snags this will be a great sub.
It's so close,
and she gets it.
I got it.
Wow. Man, oh man, we called it early in this fight. We knew it was going to come down to the submission race between 2 of the best submission artists in the game, and Glass Table Girls able to get it done against Papadoc sneaking out there, just totally geeked off of that win. And that was a fight you can look back and look at takedowns. You can look at submissions. The ground combination is everything across the board we saw in that game. Great fight by Rini there, getting the job done against an ex-champion in Papadoc.
Yeah, Glass Table Girls, one of the biggest wins in the career. I mean, taking out a top 4 Papadoc, Team Dark standout, veteran of the game, and she did it by neutralizing Papadoc's stand-up and going to the ground time and time again. And Papadoc kept trying to get up, and he kept successfully getting up, but he could not keep the anaconda off. Wow.
Yeah, and Papadoc went with a pure striker in that matchup, so you have to keep the fight on the feet. Once it hits the mat, your options are not only limited in terms of your sweeps, but also you don't really want to do that. You don't want to hang around there at all, but there you go. When you're constantly trying to fight to get back to the feet, even if you get that, you can always get mat returned, and really did a great job mixing up so many different takedowns. It wasn't just the same takedown over and over again. It was a variety of trips, shots, sweeps from the back, and she mixed it up beautifully. And yeah, I mean, that's such a great armbar for the finish there as well. Really well played, I think.
Yeah, definitely really well played, especially when you talk about Joanna Young-Jacek with a submission defense of 96. So more than proficient on the ground at that submission defense. So whenever you're able to get the submission with a submission fighter that has that high of a stat in that department, definitely very impressive. When you can't go for the RNC from the back sitting position, so you go to your only option, which is the arm bar, which we talked about, Bruce, and then you get it in a razor thin decision there. man, you can't ask for nothing better from an esports competitive UFC 4 fight. That was an amazing job.
I mean, I just want to point out that there's people in chat saying like CAF should be banned and they're OP. It's just like, surely the entire esports scene would be created fighters, yeah? Like we see them like once every, every 3 months we see a created fighter. Like anyone can use a CAF if they want. But of course, nobody does. So there we go. But I like my calf. I use the calf in our fight box there. Remember?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I remember that. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, whenever you get up on these stage, on this type of stage, these fighters have seen everything that it has to throw. Calf or no calf is really no excuse. You come with your A game, and that fight still could have went either way. But I understand the sentiment from the people in the chat. It's very tough whenever you're fighting a calf and you don't know what's coming at you. It is tough, but they're allowed here in the ESFL, and they don't always win. They don't always win.
Rumor has it that creative fighters are actually not as good as the real fighters, so it's actually a disadvantage, I hear, but I don't know because I don't really use it.
Like the good thing about CAFs are that your strengths are always very good, but you always have a weakness. You don't really get. I mean, there are the rounded fighters, but then none of the strengths of the well-rounded fighters exceed any of the roster fighters. So, you can play really into a strategy, but you will definitely have a clear weakness. So you either compensate or it's up to your opponent to exploit it. But so I like CAFs. I think they're fun. They're good. Right. Okay. We have one more fight before our excellent double-headed main event this evening with our champ fights. It's going to be Prime Boxer taking on Spill Actions. However, I was told that there was some fights. No, apparently they're ready. Boxer is a little bit late, but they will be ready soon. In the words of Boiler, they are f***ing around. So, okay. Get it together. There's some hungry people in the chat tonight. Facts, Balian. Thank you, Drought. Yeah, that's right. We only speak facts here, don't we? There we go. All right, let's do some predictions for the triple title fight tonight. Boxer, the actual UFC. Who you got in the main events?
In the main event, I'm going to have to go with Usman, but it's going to be close. I think he's going to be pushed to his maximum, and is going to pull out, something that he's never had to pull out, similar to the Adesanya Gastelum fight. I think it's going to just be a knockdown, drag out, and Usman may pull it out.
All right. Rob will get yours later, maybe before the main event, because these guys are ready. We have Prime Boxer,
ready to go. The
return of one of the most deadly strikers in the ESFL to take on Spill Actions here in the CoolToMe main event at featherweight. There'll be a Conor McGregor coming out. Rob, please take it away. Introduce these fighters.
All right, here we go. We got Prime Boxer 3-1. This guy is very elite in the stand-up department, as everything else as well. But he's going against the 808 champion Spill Actions, as savage Muay Thai specialist. This guy's also a crazy striker, counter heavy, slick defense. This should be a nasty stand-up battle, Boxer.
Yeah, when you got Conor McGregor and that 5-star Max Holloway, the stand-up war is really just going to be dependent upon who's the better player, because both of these fighters just are so dominant in the stand-up department, especially Max Holloway with that 99 cardio, and Conor McGregor just has great stand-up as well across the board. Round one though, Bailey, take it away. They already going at it.
Yeah, here we go already. A big rock there already. Big Gav with a big left hand. Obviously, Spill's going to take advantage of that as well. We usually see Boxer playing someone with a big left hand himself. But he gets shot one more time as well. I mean, damn. Talk about fireworks to kick it off. You know that we don't want to ever see a Holloway player trading in the pocket with McGregor, but this is what he's doing right now. Boxer made his name on the scene for that beautiful timing of his slip and rip counter shots, but playing someone like Max, I mean, you don't really need to rely on that. It's more about volume, pressure, and overwhelming your opponent. Spill Actions here, just unloading though. Boxer refusing to let up off the gas, taking all these shots on the block and on the head health here. So this is working out brilliantly for Spills, who's going with a straight lead up, got straight, nice pull counter right there. Pivots out to the left hand side, but he could have got a nice shot in there too. Here comes Boxer though, now trying to turn on the gas a little bit more. But he's going to have to be careful of that chin stat as well. It's high for Max, but he is getting cracked right now.
Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to finish saying he got paid properly, and it's already 2 knockdowns here from Spill Actions, feeling real good. But Prime Boxer, the TBE, let's see if he's able to face adversity here, and it could be a snowball effect for that chin, but he is not letting off the gas. But these guys are at the top of the card for a reason.
Oh my God.
Able to fight back. Not right now. 3 knockdowns, able to keep landing. You know, that kick to get off of it, and then look, yeah, you got a pull party here, but no return off of that. But man, Bruce, 3 knockdowns in round 1. You got to think Actions is right where he wants to be.
Yeah, he is. 3 rocks right off the bat, but you know, the head health, the damage is pretty even right now. So at any moment, this could change violently.
Just that chin stat of Max Holloway is pretty insane. He catches him with the lead uppercut there on the break 2. Boxer still pushing forward, refusing to let off the gas. I don't know if he wants to just try and tire him out or just literally feels like he's the TBE, as it says in his name, the best ever, and he can handle this situation. But getting flashed by a jab is not good. One little shot, he's got no block. He's making me nervous how he's hanging out in the pockets. He's been slipped and hit with that straight left so many times in this fight. Especially when stepping forward like that, you got to think that that's coming out for spin again. No, but there's a check hook. That is it right there. Definitely no chance Boxer's getting up on that one. Just
wow.
I mean, just another one of those non-stop wars where you're kind of like, okay, you're getting hit. Are you going to change the game plan? No. Okay, you're probably going to get knocked out, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, you probably go through so many opponents, especially online, where that pressure just overwhelms them and they don't know what to do. But when you step up here in the ESFL and you fight a high caliber striker like Spill Actions, able to match that pressure with just a time slip and with Conor McGregor, you don't want to hang out in that pocket with Conor McGregor with those fast hands, because his power is a 96 versus Max Holloway's is just an 85. So you can't trade. Like you say, you want to get volume off, stay on the outside. Didn't necessarily do that, and we see why Actions able to get a very fast, dominant win over a very tough opponent in Prime Boxer. Very impressive. Wow.
Super impressive. And you saw Prime Boxer was coming for the kill right after the bell with Max Holloway, with all of that velocity, wearing those sweet Venom shorts. But, you know, Spill Actions is someone that's just so well trained and has so much experience in all these 8OX tournaments and all these MMA tournaments throughout the scene, that, you know, he's one of the best strikers in the game right now. And he just proved that again and reminded everyone that Spill Actions is a devastating striker, just beat an elite boxer in Prime Boxer. And, you know, this guy is for real, and he's moving up, man. Number 7, taking out 3-1 Prime Boxer. What a win.
Oh, yes, indeed. But it is now time for the first of our doubleheader this evening. We will be having our Xbox Championship belt, currently owned and held by Mr. Rahan, after he took out Blake Tyler last week in a fantastic fight. A fight that many people thought he might be able to win, but nonetheless, Blake Tyler, undefeated, drops the belt to Rahan, and now he has to defend it against the man that beat everybody at the Venom Invitational Tournament only 2-3 weeks ago, EK's Trixie. So I am very, very excited for this one. It could go either way. But before we jump into it, Rob, we said we would get your prediction for the main event tonight. What do you think it's going to be?
Right. So I really feel in my heart that it's going to be like the first fight. I think Masvidal might have a little bit more to give, might be able to throw a little bit more in certain sequences, but I just feel like Kamaru just has such an advantage with his clinch work and his wrestling, and now he's surging with that confidence after taking out Gilbert Burns, that he's going to be even more dangerous with his hands and that long jab. So yeah, I think it's going to be even worse for Masvidal this time, but who knows?
All right, interesting. I would give one, but no one cares what I think, so we'll just move on to the fight. Here we go.
I need to hear yours.
No, no one cares what I think. It's fine. Here we go. Light heavyweight. Rob, these two fighters, please.
Okay, here we go. EK Trixie, the winner of the Venom tournament, took that tournament by storm. Ranked number 1 right now in the ESFL Xbox Division, 4-1, high-level footwork, skilled in all areas, dangerous even when losing. And you got to keen on that, because he's been in so many fights where he has been faced with adversity, and he comes back and gets the win fighting out of the EK camp, and he's going against the champion, the Dark Maul training under the Lord Sidious. That T4H camp, they are the enemies of everyone, but they are a family, and they've bred a dangerous Rahan, 4-0 undefeated. He's ran through everybody so far, and he's here to remind everybody that T4H is the best camp in the world. Rahan the champion, let's go!
T4H Rahan is changing the game right now. So let's see what he does with this John Jones pickup here. No touch of the gloves. Bailey in first round, take it away.
All right, we love the Four Horsemen's John Jones picks. Very dominant, very clinical, but Yan is just such a good pick in this game right now. So it's interesting to see how Trixie deals with it. He fought very patiently, methodically at the Venom Invitational, so if we see if he can bring that tonight. Nice push to get some distance off the cage right there. Rahan already doubling up with those elbows. Helicopter time. Nice high block there, but that's a beautiful job coming down low with the teep. Push into the teep as well. Nice job by Trixie trying to create some space for him there. Nice straight. Gets a little hit stun, and again the push into the roundhouse. There's the bail on the double leg onto the back. Jumps with the backpack here. Gets it, and there's the slam. Trixie going to end up in guard. No, he's not. I think
what I was going to say already.
Cancelled it. It's illegal right now in the ESFL. So wise to do that, right?
Yeah, and this is where I say the fight's going to get won or lost. Surprisingly, Jan Blachowicz can match John Jones stat for stat between these two characters. So they're pretty much equal here on it, and he has a huge advantage on the stand-up. So that's where I think the fight is going to be won or lost if Trixie can keep the fight standing. But right now, when you got T4H Rahan on top of you, you may not get up for the rest of the fight, or you may lose the fight very much. He's just that skilled on the ground. Let's watch, Bruce. We've seen Rahan win the title just being patient and methodical, which is what he's doing here from this top position. But can he do it against one of the best in EK Trick?
Yeah, we'll see. Nice key deny there, and with John Jones at his disposal as well, that is just a huge dub in Rahan's book. I mean, he's so good in these top positions, and this is going to be very scary. Round number 1, this is a 5-round fight, so these guys are going to be fighting for 25 virtual minutes. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, like you said, fairly even on the stats here. I wonder if Rahan just sunk that joke in just to let Trixie know that, like, you know, this would be the end of the fight right here, you know, like, just to let him, like, I got you, bro. Just saying.
Lucky we in the ESFL,
regardless, here we go. Nice job. Level change in there as well. Good job. I mean, we've seen Trixie on the feet pushing a lot, creating space and landing those kicks. So Rahan just needs to adjust the block low off the back of those pushes, but also remember, he was probably looked to set the head kick off of it. Yeah, the stand-up advantage definitely cleared just in terms of the picks here, like you said, Boxer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very big disparity. I mean, John Jones only at 88 in the punch speed and 87 in the punch power versus Jan 94 speed versus 95 power. So this is where he wants to keep it. It's a huge advantage here. You usually don't see this much of a disadvantage, and so we know Rahan wants to get this fight to the ground, but if it keeps it standing and you miss those spinning kicks, it's going to wear on your stamina. Get some hook checks. It could be a short night, but that if you want to beat Rahan, you're going to have to keep this fight standing. And right now we saw a little bit of both. So let's see in the second round if Trixie is able to keep this fight standing. This is a very intriguing scenario that's unfolding right now, Bruce, between the meta about it with who probably will win this fight. So what do you think?
It really is, and there's Rahan pulling guard, getting the full mount. Oh no, Trixie in some trouble here. Yeah, exactly. Rahan on top with John Jones, landing some bombs, hooks, double hooks on each side, and this is where it gets dangerous. Can Trixie escape the grasp of Rahan?
I mean, I feel like he really needed that. I mean, he was having very much a tough time finding the distance on the feet in the first round. It's tough with John Jones. He gets a deny there. That goes in for the armbar. Nice job by Trixie, but he's going to double back
Trixie
on it as well. Burns
doubled up
out doing it. Nice job denying the get up though. Gonna go back to it one more time. Oh, he gets it, but they both have no stamina. We'll see who
nobody
gets it.
has stamina. Nobody has stamina.
Rahan is chasing him down on this one. Looks like he might sink it in here. I mean, he just burn all the way through it.
Look at this.
Now stepping
Trixie
across. I think he's got it. I mean, he's got tons of bar left, tons of space.
Trixie can't move, or his bar get get fat just like that. He can't move fast at all.
There we go.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
There we go.
And still
At all.
Wow.
T4H.
T4H, man.
Rahan.
Wow.
He built different.
Man, undefeated still as well.
Man, that's very impressive. Just because of the call that Rahan made off of that double leg bail to go for the full mount sweep. Because if he didn't get that, then he takes a huge stamina hit, and the fight is standing where he has a huge disadvantage. So that was the turn of the fight. Right here is what we're seeing. A great call by Rahan, knowing that his opponent is just looking for the takedown, where he's leaving his high guard open, and it resulted into a quick submission finish there. Great job by Rahan, which is literally just changing the game right now, showing that this wrestling is dominant in a strike heavy game, in my opinion. Just impressive stuff there from T4H. Wow.
Yeah, we've seen so many different fights tonight. We've seen two people just running each other like crazy. We had the Diaz and the Lawler fight, which was really slow paced and methodical. You know, we had Prime Boxer's fight with just the Connor and the Holloway pick, and then we had Rini using the calf and the spin kicks and going for the sub. Rahan just getting the tap with the wrestling. Just so many different ways to play, and I know that there's a lot of talk about like the game's all about pressure and moving forward, but hey man, people are getting wins in all kinds of ways here at the literal highest level. So very well done. Rahan still undefeated. No one has been able to stop this man. So, well, what do you think there, Rob?
Oh man, I feel like T4H have solidified themselves as the villains in the community, and it's so entertaining to me. I mean, it's just amazing. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, hate on the way they win, but I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game, unfortunately. And it's very interesting because Rahan went for that armbar, got denied, went for the armbar again. Did he get denied twice, or did he lock it in the second time?
He got denied like 3.
But why did he lose so much stamina for denying the sub?
Right. That's the weird part, right? He lost a lot of stamina, and then they both had no stamina, so I guess you give the advantage to...
Hang on, let me check the...
Is it?
Yes.
It seemed weird. It seemed weird.
I mean, you know what T4H are like. It's just, if it's in the game, we can do it. And
Exactly.
That's fair enough.
They do anything and everything to get the win, and I mean...
And it's an equal stat for stat. You're looking at a 94 submissions for John Jones and a 93 submission defense for Jan Blachowicz. So, I mean, Blachowicz matching stat for stat, but yeah, and then when you get with no stamina and you're trying to defend with the R2, LT, RT, you can't move it fast at all, or your bar will widen out and it's just a wrap. Man,
he must have been losing stamina for denying, because...
Yeah, they both had no stamina.
Interesting.
Right. And also T4H Rahan blocked a get up attempt, and then he went back to it. So, you know, yeah, it's crazy. Both had no stamina. Weird.
Damn.
But
Rahan did a good job in the control, right?
I mean,
Is it even? Is it even at that point once he locks in that submission after being denied twice?
I don't think so. I think if you're being the aggressor, I think you probably still have the advantage.
You still have the advantage with no stamina?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, okay.
What's
we'll leave that to the people in the back. Look, we just call the fights, so we don't make the rules, okay? Yeah, there are rules in place, but he did deny the gallop attempt. That's true. That would have created a big difference. I don't know how much stamina he lost consistently by denying those submission attempts, but he did go for the get up. So when you have less stamina, you know, when the less the smaller your short-term stamina, the more you will lose when you get denied, right? You know, so if you have half stamina and then you get denied again, you're going to lose a massive chunk of that. So maybe.
But when you're like defending in real life a submission against somebody, I mean, it takes effort, right? A little effort to pull them off you. Like, especially John Jones, you're trying to rip him off.
But, like, you can't, in a video game, you kind of have to reward the defender. You can't, otherwise they'll just keep attacking, won't they? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
We'll have to go back and watch it.
Okay. We're getting deep here.
We are getting deep. It's not up to us. Well, there we go. Anyway, so we still got the gem. It's still a pretty impressive performance. It's fine. Right, okay, we're going to move on to the next fight, the final fight for this evening. For ESFL.
All right, let's go.
119. The champion Ziaf still undefeated. The boy who came in, sorry, is that offensive? I didn't want to say boy. The competitor who came in as competing in the UFL, one of the affiliate leagues at the start of UFC 4, made his way through into the ESFL, made his way up through the ranks in season 1. Didn't get to the top there, but in season 2, undefeated, straight to the top, captured the title, and no one has been able to take it off him yet. So still undefeated and still your champion. Ziaf will look to defend his belt this evening against Yerda, who is an absolute killer. Very exciting stuff. Right, let's jump on over because these guys are ready.
Yeah, here we go. We got the champ, the young Ziaf, the Jedi Knight. This guy is unbelievable. Also, 6-0. He's just been so phenomenal in his wins. Just a lot of notable wins. I remember that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson against what was his name? Darn, I totally forgot who it was, but it was a vicious head kick knockout.
Was it against
and no, it was the man that I fought actually. Started with a P. Perseus. Yeah, his Perseus victory. Just Ziaf always puts on these beautiful wins in all different aspects. And I remember when Ziaf took Romero's back and beat him way back when he first got his belt. I mean, this kid is beautifully talented and he's in that dark camp. But Yerda, 5-1, EPF Supreme, good head movement. What does that mean? Pressure, PlayStation title fight. Let's go. Here we go.
Yeah, Balian, take it away. Even though Ziaf, I like the gamer pick. He has the Kratos' son, which is a boy, but Kratos' son is still a god. So that's a very good pick. So round 1, Balian, take it away.
There we go. Yeah, well, the Conor McGregor mirror match is what we're having tonight. And not always a common pick from Ziaf, but, still, despite nerfs, a very popular pick and one of the best strikers in the game here. Nice job trading that there. The uppercuts came up the middle. You have to be careful with those level changes. And hitting the body double jab straight to the body. Nice setup there. Rear uppercut to the body. Misses. A nice return by Ziaf, ending with the uppercut as well to try and counter that follow-up counter shot. Nice job checking. Returns with a straight lead hook to the body and nice sneaky lead hook up top. The way he's sliding out of range of that rear body uppercut is beautiful from Ziaf, and also returning with that teep kick right up the middle for the long-term stamina. Gets caught on the left hook on the way up though, but returns with his own one. Yerda also being very patient here, getting a little bit outstruck, but staying calm. Lands a nice straight left to the body too of his own and gets his own little TP in there as well. Lots of lead hook work from Ziaf to close the distance here, but very, very methodical right now. Also feeding each other out, but also just no one's throwing more than 2-punch combinations. It's all slow, methodical, accurate.
Wow. Yeah, definitely slow, methodical, accurate. Just like you said, both fighters are finding a home for those body punches. So let's see who's able to connect the uppercut first. But right now, Ziaf doing a good job of landing to the body. Yerda landed has his moment also early in this fight. No one still has really come away right now. And there's no force of nature perk to come to play in this matchup. So both of these fighters will be dangerous all the way throughout this fight, bro. Not sure who's winning so far.
Yeah, me either. Both guys being careful. And there's Yerda grabbing the leg, trying to throw that head kick. A lot of body straights and teeps. There's a nice straight lead body kick from the champion. And these guys are very tit for tat here.
Yeah, good job. Good, just solid Muay Thai with the straight and roundhouse counters there as well. Lead up to the body, misses, manages to land the straight left on the way out though. Nice fakes, but they both re-entered there as well. They've taken some damage. Oh, there's the lead uppercut. A nice job, left hook. Falls short there as well for Ziaf. This is so even right now. There's a nicely timed knee right there as well. Double jab straight to the body. He knew it was coming. I wonder if Yerda will start to make a read on that if we are here at home. There's that side kick as well off the jab. Blocking low there. Gets that rear uppercut in, and there's a nice catch there. Yerda making a few reads now as we move towards the end of this first round. Gets another rear body uppercut in as well.
Yeah, and Yerda able to land those uppercuts. That's doing a little bit more damage than some of those straights and some of those teep kicks that I've seen Ziaf landing, but you got to be careful because they have more vulnerability, and I know Ziaf at any moment will just come with one of the uppercuts and just counter your best move. So Yerda has to be careful not to go to the well one too many times right now. But this fight is different than what we're accustomed to seeing. A lot of times we just see people coming out and they're just going at it almost like they're just mashing buttons. But this is a little bit more slow and methodical, Bruce.
Oh, big head kick by the champ right there. There's the first blood. And Ziaf is someone who I believe as the fight goes on, he's able to make his reads. And that's why he's the champ. And he finds that killing shot somewhere in the 3rd and 4th round. So that head kick is huge so far for the champ right now.
Yeah, he didn't even set it up with punches. He just timed it, knew where Yerda was going to be, and just threw it up there. Perfect timing, perfect distance as well. Just really well managed by Ziaf. But here we go, like you said, back trading,
beautiful left hook
right there, doubles, triples up to the body, comes back up top with the hook up top as well. So look at that, there's the knee as Yerda tries to crowd him there, create space, and returns with a rear uppercut as well. Now just walking into more damage, Yerda, as he tries to put the pain on Ziaf to stop him coming forward. But Yerda's gonna have to be careful because he's getting tagged a little bit now. And his chin is going to go down and down. It's just more work from Ziaf there. Comes down to the body. Nice job. Another rear uppercut lead, straight slip there as well.
Bang!
Beautiful work. There's that head kick again. Just setting the distance up perfectly, hanging out in that pocket.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Yeah, huge knockdown there by Ziaf. He's going for the knockout here. Didn't able to get it, but Ziaf doing what Ziaf does, and it's just controlling the fight, slow and methodical. And right now you feel that Yerda is in all worlds of trouble right now, and Ziaf looking very comfortable, not pushing too much, but still applying a lot of pressure here. And it's already late in the 2nd round, and I'm not sure if Yerda can make it out of this the way that Ziaf is landing these power shots.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Ziaf, the champion, the young prodigy, looking so clinical right now. Hasn't really taken much damage. Lands another good shot. Drops him again, and that head health is so low. He's so hurt. You're in big trouble right now.
Yeah. Oh! You're slightly ahead on that one, guys.
There. And still.
There it is. Wow. And still, like you said, yeah, just chipped him away. That head kick definitely was the beginning of the end of that one, as he just worked and worked and worked Yerda, who was trying to play the same game as Ziaf, like hang on the outside and counter strike. Unfortunately, Ziaf plays that game better than most and did exactly that tonight as well. So yeah, it's a tough break, man. A lot of people have tried to play that game with Ziaf and they have a real tough time. It'd be nice to see someone come in, try and maybe wrestle a little or try something a little different, because he's very technical and very good and throws a lot of combinations that we don't see every day. I think he went rear body hook, lead body hook, rear body hook, and then lead hook to the head. Just a lot of 4-piece combinations that you kind of need to know in this game. You can't just guess the 4-punch combinations, because most of the time they don't flow together, they just stop. But regardless, your champion, and still, as you said, Rob, Mr. Ziaf right there. What do you think, Boxer?
Yeah, it looks like another day at the office with Ziaf here against a very high level opponent in Yerda. Anytime that you can make it to an ESFL championship matchup, then you know just how good you have to be, and Ziaf is able just to make it look just effortless, and easy. One thing that I am thinking about, looking forward to, what happens when you have an unmovable force that meets an unstoppable object? What happens then if you have Ziaf maybe one day fighting T4H Rahan? What happens? That's what I want to see.
And to note, Ziaf does break the record for the most UFC 4 ESFL title defenses with that win. So Ziaf making history in this event tonight. And wow, Ziaf versus Rahan. I mean, I've heard some, I wish I had the beep button like Balian, some beep talk between these two, and Ziaf thinks he could handle Rahan with ease.
Ooh.
So yeah, we have to see. That would be a great fight.
You got to give it up to Ziaf. Like, literally a kid. I keep saying kid. I feel so mean, but
He's young. He's a younger, mature kid.
It's not the point. The point is he came into the ESFL a complete, unknown as a competitor, and he said, "I'm going to be champion one day." And the man has just lived up to every promise he's made along the way, and in dominant fashion. And not only that, just undisputed, the longest reigning champion we've ever had. So you have to give it up to the guy for just the dedication, the hard work, not just in the octagon, but outside of it as well. He's a big member of the ESFL guys, is working behind the scenes. Even during this event, he's behind the scenes helping out, so you have to give it up to the guy for everything he does for the community as well. So I don't know if EA are looking to take on more Boxer, but I think a future game changer as well. You got to think it's a lot of knowledge to share that can hopefully help with development as well.
Yeah, definitely. Any time when you talk about, getting the ESFL title is one thing, but we've seen a lot of people get the title and then lose the title. It's very tough to defend it over and over and over again, especially as patches come out, meta changes. It shifts from your dominant fighting style. And one thing about Rahan, we seen him. One thing about Ziaf, we seen him get it done with multiple different fighters, whether tonight is like Conor McGregor, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, like whoever. He gets it done. So very, very impressive performance there by Ziaf. Hats off. Definitely, we got to put him up there with one of the greatest UFC 4 players of all time in ESFL, especially breaking that record of most title defenses. Congratulations. Job well done.
Rob?
Yep. Job well done. We got two young, dominant champions, both doing things a little bit differently, and it's pretty exciting right now. It's kind of the changing of the guard. I can't wait to see. I know there's a lot of sleepers out there that, aren't competing, so hopefully one day we could see them all back. But right now we got some exciting champions, and it's great to see. Had a fun event with you guys.
I would love to do a Legends tournament, right, Rob, with just some of the best ever. See if we get them back.
Right.
It'll be a good
Get a Unibot.
Where's Unibot? Where's Kinetic?
Iron Sharif.
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good names in there. God, good old days, eh? Yeah, but the young blood is here and here to stay, and definitely reigning supreme again tonight, Mr. Ziaf, as well as Rahan as well. Rahan also undefeated this season, and although he put on a wrestling performance tonight, don't forget he has stopped a lot of people with his striking, which is very high level as well. Not just a wrestler/grappler, has stopped a lot of top competition with that striking, so don't sleep on that either. Maybe we will see that matchup one day. I don't know. We'll have to get them cross console. We'll see what happens. Maybe. We'll see. But don't forget, guys, the return of the UFC Esports League will be taking place this summer. No official announcement date yet, but that will obviously be on the UFC Twitch channel, not here, but we, of course, will let you know if you're in the ESFL Discord or following us on social media. If you're not in those places, we'll go ahead and do it now, you silly billies. All right. I believe there is an event tomorrow night, ESFL 120, but I think this is a seasonal break. Don't quote me on that. I am not 100% sure. I really should know these things. I apologize. I will find out for you. But regardless, we will be back tomorrow night with ESFL 120. I think, you know what? I might even be wrong about that. It's been a mad week for me. I feel so unprofessional. I'm so sorry. Can someone tell me? Somebody knows. I bet Ziaf knows.
Ask Ziaf. There you go. No card tomorrow, Balian.
No card. There we go. So this was the last one, right?
Is next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Okay, there we go. Next Saturday. Well, that's going to be us. All right. We can do that. No problem. Any last words from you, Boxer?
Oh, man, just getting ready. This is the best part of the weekend, getting ready to see a packed arena out there in Jacksonville, Florida, with one of the best cards where you got 3 championship fights on it. Can't wait for today, getting ready to fire up that grill and get ready to relax and watch these fights.
All right, there we go. Right, I think a raid is about to take place. So, yeah, here we go. We got 60 seconds, Rob. Any last words?
All right.
I love you guys, Boxer and Bailey, and it's always fun. I always look forward to these events. And guys out there, EA Sports UFC 4 community, thanks for tuning in. And we got a stacked card tonight. It's gonna be lit. I can't wait.
All right, guys. Thank you very much from myself, Boxer, and Bruce Lee Rob. We will see you next weekend. Enjoy the fights tonight. Take care. Have a good one. Goodbye.